Because I fucked it.
You fucked it.
I fucked it. Hey guys, the wordle answer is yeast. Welcome to heaven will be mine. I'm very funny.
Fuck, I can hear myself. Oh god, that was horrible.
What the shit?
No, it's because I have the stream open.
Uh...
Wait, how the fuck do I pop up? Where's the pop out the chat button? Oh, there it is.
I like this music.
Yippee!
Okay, I need to plug my shit somewhere. Where am I?
God.
Scrolling up past the 50 yards of wrestling talking. I'm excited for Celestial Mechanics.
Yeah.
I don't know what the shit they're doing in there.
It's very good. It's very good. There's a couple of the most important, or I guess some of my favorite scenes are in Saturn's route.
They're definitely fucking with Saturn in there.
I feel like I've got like at least one favorite scene from each route, honestly. Like they're all so fucking good.
They are.
A good game.
They are.
It's
just a good game, yeah. I think there's a character that you probably only heard briefly mentioned, maybe in the other two routes, that's gonna have a lot more stuff explained about them.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Iapetus, right?
Well, yes, but not the person I was referring to.
Mercury.
Also not him.
No,
I was thinking of Iapetus. I don't know what. No, Nyx is you get the most of in Pluto's.
Oh, okay.
I genuinely don't know who Chips is talking about. I also assumed Iapetus.
There's an eyelash in my keyboard.
No, because the two characters have a conversation about a character that's only mentioned in the other ones.
Oh, no, I'm still confused. DM me?
Oh fuck!
Not me?
No.
Fuck!
I'm trying to.
Say out loud what you're typing while you type.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
right.
It's them.
Okay.
Didn't that conversation happen in Saturn's route?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck all of you.
I was right.
Look at Saturn.
At Saturn.
There she is.
There's Saturn. Say the line,
Hi,
Bart.
Saturn.
Oh, fuck. I'm reading the... Sorry, you're gonna have to tell me that a lot this stream. Celestial Mechanics Reserve Test Pilot. Celestial Mechanics wants to advance humanity to its next stage, and Saturn wants to flirt, but there's no reason we can't do both. Combat style, button mashing. Bedroom style, button mashing.
Let's go. Oh, piss.
Welcome, Provisional Test Pilot Saturn. Your clearance is level 1, testing and maintenance. Warning, potential damage to cockpit hardware detected. Warning, modifying or tampering with cockpit hardware and/or firmware is strictly prohibited.
Saturn, what are you doing?
Notice, bypass override accepted. Notice, launch attempt blocked. No handshake with base. Oh, hey, Mercury. Not much. Launch attempt blocked. Base handshake spoof detected. Just hacking the OS root of this ship self. You? Base handshake, blah 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 blah. I think that says fuck off. Base handshake accepted.
Trying to stop some brat from hijacking the prototype, apparently.
Notice, emergency launch override initiated. Prepare for launch in T-minus 120 seconds. Calm down, Mercury, I'm just borrowing it.
I am not debating, I'm trying to save your life. The commander will be furious, and he won't just accept you stealing the Cornerstone project from the designated pilot.
It's not a big deal. I'll have it back before you know it.
This is privileged information, but the designated pilot has to launch right this second to get that machine back to Earth before they get here. This is the worst possible time. It couldn't be worse if you planned it. Everyone in the system suddenly somehow knows this base's location, and they're heading here now.
User launch override blocked. Denies by base. Oh, wow. Weird. How did that happen? User launch override blocked. Denied by base. User launch override blocked. Denied by base.
You planned it, didn't you?
You forgot an apostrophe. Remote shutdown in 30 seconds. No one can prove anything, especially not the designated pilot unconscious in Locker 27. Whoops, look like they're trying to kick me out, huh?
Saturn, I know you're mad, but you can't do this when they catch you. It's going to be so, so bad. Can you just please act like you're just pranking them? There's still time. I'll beg them.
Such a worry war. You've got hours to evacuate to the capital ship. They'll never engage you this far from base, and I'll be distracting them. I have it all figured out.
Except for how you're going to do anything at all to accomplish that with everyone trying to kill you.
Remote shutdown in 20 seconds.
Saturn.
Try to have a little faith. Remote shutdown in 15 seconds.
Saturn!
Calm down, jeez. It doesn't take a genius to drive one of these things to the moon. Who cares which one of us does it? Or do you think I can't? Remote shutdown in 10 seconds.
That is not the issue. The commander cares, and you know better than anyone what he's like.
Base override. Remote shutdown in 9 seconds. Iapetus will just have to get used to it, lol. 8 seconds.
Saturn, what are you trying to prove?
7 seconds. 6. So much, Mercury. 5. But give me a little credit. 4. 3. I have much higher ambitions than just being a bitch. IFF sequence missing. Base override cancelled. I almost got worried for a sec, lol. Welcome assigned pilot. Full permissions granted.
Saturn, I'm going to die and it will be your fault.
Oh, come on. I'll get this to the moon safe and sound. And let the Severance project be complete. I'll be very good, maybe, and do everything I'm supposed to, maybe. I know I'm the second choice, but they'd rather have that than nothing, right? Very generous of me, isn't it?
They will not accept that.
They will sort of have to, though, won't they? If Command didn't want me to steal one, they shouldn't have benched me indefinitely. Emergency launch initiated. Let me know when he starts admitting it. Warning, hostile launch. Catapult locks on. High risk of damage to your ship self. Jeez, now they're just being needy. Mercury, isn't it just the worst when someone who doesn't care anymore starts clinging just because he found someone new? Prepping weapon systems. Electrotoxin levels surging. Weapons operational. So gross, lol. Emergency launch initiated. I can't believe I really did it. I really did it. Everyone who said if I was good I'd get my chance again sure was a liar. Ha ha ha! I got away and I've got a ship and she's all mine. You're beautiful. I want to know everything about you. I miss this so much. Much better than the test machines, but I was in the academy. She's beautiful. She's a wicked machine with a lot of secrets, and just as giddy as her pilot to be free. She's extremely responsive, eager to do everything Saturn wants. Hi, Kitty. You're even worth reading the manual for. What's in you? You're not hiding anything from me, are you? But Saturn already knows everything in the manual, and more. It's a very cagey document that doesn't do the ship justice and is certainly hiding something. There's plenty of information on how to use... Kitty, I can't read when you're in front of my face. There's plenty of information on how to use her electromagnetic poisons, and how to cheat distance and gravity, and all of that is fun. But none of that tells her the first thing about how to be a ship. This is useless. How can this help diagnose anything when they don't know the first thing about being a ship? So wrong. Way too dry. That's not what it's like at all. It's a body that's also a soul. It means exactly what it is. That's why it's small, curved and wicked edges in some place, but curved in soft ways elsewhere. Sharp claws and a deadly tail, but cute enough to hug. So perfectly suited for Saturn, one has to understand exactly why they wouldn't give it to her. Really perfect. Fits better than a human body. That's reason enough to disobey everyone and run off with it, isn't it? Oh, speaking of... Aw, more threatening emails from Iapetus? Missing me already! I gave him a perfectly good deal. For someone who always goes on about mutually beneficial arrangements, he's really having trouble seeing the big picture. And the time it takes him to realize that, I'm sure I can find something fun to do in this system. Time to test you out. See if it's really true. Can you give me everything I want, down to the last drop?
There is no future for humanity in space. Let's come home.
We're thankful for our cradle's graces, but we're not coming back.
Why is Mewtwo in bondage?
Hey, Ambrose!
Hey. Earth or space, we are just short of 100% human. So let's see how much less than 100% we can get. Day one!
Day one!
Day
Hi,
one.
Ambrose. It's video game. This game is really good.
Video Jame.
Video
It is
game.
really good.
Uh-oh.
You're a parent promotion.
Since, normally, actually...
One of y'all can read for Iapetus.
Okay, Angel, you can read for Iapetus
Yay!
because, I'm Mercury, so... You're all the minor characters this time.
Yay, yay, yay! Your apparent promotion. Origin, Celestial Mechanics Division Lead. Author, Iapetus. Good job, Saturn. There's no point in being angry with you, so I'll choose to be proud of you instead. I'll refrain from having you sunk, since that's counterproductive to our intentions for that unit. You were a reserve candidate after all, so you'll do fine. Try not to make it too much a pain in the ass for me. I'll have Mercury reassigned to you, since he apparently doesn't have a say in the matter. How nostalgic. The two of you had so much potential. Well, he knows how to do his job, at least. Do your best to not get the string of pearls sunk. We'll absolutely wash you out of the biological interface and reassign you permanently if we get the chance, so prove you're competent enough and neither of us will have wasted our time. Iapetus. Division Lead, Celestial Mechanics.
Isn't he horrible?
He's kinda ass.
He's only
Kinda,
worse
yeah.
over time. I was Halamede last time, so I'll be Halamede. Subject: Truce ending effective immediately. Origin: Native Sphere Mass Communication. Author: Memorial Foundation Existential Safety. To all members of the former Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Research Division, now known as Celestial Mechanics, this message serves as a formal acknowledgement that this branch has violated our trust and broken the provisions of the 1981 Memorial Foundation Consensus by violating Clause 3, the development of a variable gravity engine, and Clause 7, installation of a variable gravity engine into the ship's self-string of pearls. Celestial Mechanics will no longer be listed as part of Memorial Foundation. They will be formally relisted as an independent entity and considered a true existential threat by Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety. We are still offering forgiveness, so please defect as soon as possible while the appeal grace period is still in effect. Please otherwise expect title retaliation for existential endangerment of human culture. Halamede, Princess, Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety.
I don't have
That's your
any.
emails.
I have wrestling thoughts.
Okay. Don't talk to me.
No, wait, read the bio.
Oh, right, yes. A boy in space on purpose. Consummate bridge bunny. Not responsible for Saturn.
We found another he/him.
Yeah. And then
You're gonna. I think this one has the most he hims.
Huge.
I think it's just
Insufferable
two.
for a creature. Forward all complaints to Mercury.
Lol.
You literally messaged me first, you nerd. OMG.
Harpy.
Come on, BB. I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up to you?
Give back the ship.
Come on. I'm obviously not doing that.
Please, I'm begging you. Listen to reason. You have so much left to live for.
Oh, Mercury, come on. We both know that's not true.
What do you want from me?
A list of girls who will shoot me out of orbit?
God.
Anyways, don't be a crybaby. I'm fine.
Saturn, you are extremely wrong if you think that there is a chance I am at all worried about you. If you come back, all will be forgiven, but you need to bring it back.
Mercury, it's fun playing, but I don't think you've been listening at all. Mercury, it's not that ship anymore. It's me. Mercury, you wouldn't ask me to give up my own self, would you? I'm sailing on a ship of myself now, and I'm not giving it up until gravity Holy fuck! Until gravity drags me back, kicking and screaming.
Can't deal with you.
Aw, thank you, baby. Heart, kiss, kiss.
You are a nightmare, and I'm giving up trying to save you from yourself.
I love you.
I hate you so much.
You can't stay mad at me.
I can't, and it's horrible, but my revenge will come because literally everyone else in the universe can!
Oh, darn. Guess I should have fun while it lasts.
Saturn, if you defect, I cannot protect you. Iapetus is furious, and he's going to come personally for you if you don't come back.
I told you I'd do all the missions. What, don't you believe me, lol?
Obviously not!
Lol, fair. Okay, let me ask this. Do you think I'd give up on the aversion project?
Go on.
Iapetus wanted us to fight for a new self beyond a ship self, but not even get a little taste until the end? Fuck that. My house now. Tell us which of the two of us you trust less, Mercury.
Okay.
Alright, which one are we gonna do?
Like, the first 2 days are both going to have a little bit of repetition, but then, like, at the beginnings, but they'll also have new stuff, and then, after that, there's no repetition.
Mm-hmm. Let's switch up the order. Joyride Killjoy.
Okay. Weaving in and out of the 6 planets ring. Memorial Foundation's ace, Lunaterra, plays cat and mouse with the renegade ship thief Saturn.
Please tell me how long you're going to be engaged in this. May I stress again, incredibly dangerous, giant waste of time.
Until they start sending someone interesting after me, Mercury.
The whole fleet would be after you if you hadn't damaged the entire launch hangar when you stole that.
Could they even take me out while I'm flying this thing?
No, but it wouldn't stop him from trying. And let me stress, this info packet is a gift purely to prevent your ship self from falling into enemy hands, and not an indication of any sort of forgiveness.
You worry about Iapetus, Mercury? He's gonna be a lot less grumpy when I clear the way for us and his celestial mechanics to return to the native sphere. I've got it all figured out.
You absolutely don't, but okay. Did you read the info packet?
Ace Memorial Foundation pilot Lunaterra in hot pursuit with escorts. Planned an attack on the low. Arrived after you escape. Do not engage under any circumstances. Boring! But this part was good. I don't expect you to control your impulses, but even given that you're just like that, she is the last person you should be trying to fight on purpose. Sounds like I should definitely fight her on purpose, right? I
hate you.
Come on! The carrier is never gonna make it out of the system if I don't.
You don't know how to pilot your ship, and she's a veteran since the Cold War. You're going to get yourself captured and humiliated, and the ship trashed.
So you're saying there's no downside?
Why are you doing this to me?
She's 6'1", huh? Your attention to detail is so useful sometimes.
Gay ass.
You're using me to cruise? Your taste is so awful. Ugh, I hate you.
Ew, looks like one of the her escorts is in range. Sorry, gotta go. Surprise is all I've got, you know?
I wish Europa would stop sending me boys who can't control themselves. Having fun dismantling my escorts?
With a string of Pearl's fingers, Saturn carefully peels the mechanical musculature out of the poor ship's arm she's holding, a souvenir of the last of Lunatera's escorts that she sent crying so too easily back to their base. It's still sparking and oozing, and Saturn wishes her ship had a mouth so she could suck it out like crab meat. Maybe it does have a mouth. The machine has many mysteries the manual doesn't explain, and Saturn is still learning them.
Though I suppose Europa's learned her lesson about sending me girls who can't control themselves.
Oh, really? Hey, that's really interesting. Mind telling me more?
Oh, she's a hacker too. How amusing. There's nothing too interesting on this comm frequency.
Aw, you flatter me. But hey, what did that mean exactly? The part about the girls who can't control themselves? I really want to hear more.
It means back up that talk first. Or can you land a hit off the comms?
Lunatera's gravitational field focuses to a single point. Lunatera isn't budging. She's been through much worse, and so has her ship, followed always by a thin trail from a bleeding wound she never could completely repair. The Mare Chrysium is, or it's like Mare Chrysium, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't
Mare
really matter.
Probably
Chrysium.
Mare.
Yeah, is over 2 decades old, but Saturn can't even land a hit. It's regal and stiff, dressed in cold metallics, weathered and refurbished, the archetypal prototype for all other ship selves, still going after all these years. Still furiously untouchable, the string of pearls hasn't gone down no matter how much she's been rammed with that spear, but she hasn't even nicked Lunatera's ship once.
Not bad at all for a joyride, but you can't get one hit in?
Good thing you don't win by looking cool. No mercy for newbies.
No.
Lunatera puts a stake of solid light through the string of pearls' legs, pins it to its own gauze wrapper. It doesn't hurt at all. The ship's metals begin molding and reforming around the wound immediately, a ridiculous, unfair advantage. Saturn has no right to complain, but she still wants to. But she is trying to be cool. Everyone wants to, when in the quiet gleam of that always bleeding ship.
That's a pretty amazing ship. Think of the last? Either you're fighting just for fun because you're that reckless, or you're caught in your own containment wrapper and can't escape orbit yet. And you'd beat me for sure if I played around.
I'm not done yet. That's not true. It's actually very difficult to move with a solid light bullet in her leg. But she's not going to let that stop her. Saturn is suddenly closer than she logically could be, claws bubbling, but Lunatera effortlessly slips away and kicks Saturn's ship directly in the chest.
Yeah, you're done. The containment wrapper is still stuck to you, so your movement's off. It doesn't seem to have stopped you that much.
How rude of them to try and stop me.
It seems cruel to take it away when you're having so much fun with it.
Same as you, right?
Do I know you?
Everyone knows Memorial Foundation's perfect ace.
But do I know you? So I do, don't I?
Let me out of this thing and I'll tell you.
Why should I?
Because you can't help yourself? Besides, don't you want a real fight?
Can you promise it'll go different?
I can promise it'll be more fun.
You are asking for me to totally abandon my duty to bring you back and do that instead.
What, you won't? The legendary pilot who defected from Memorial Foundation, then double-crossed the rebels she abandoned them for, can't be opposed to a little fooling around with the enemy.
I guess you do know me. Want to trust each other?
Or is it more fun if we don't?
Say the line,
It's more
Bart.
fun if they don't? It's more fun if they don't, and Lunaterra gets owned. Loyal. Outcome favors Celestial Mechanics. Celestial Mechanics advances. Opening futures. So blah blah blah. I didn't read that last part.
I'm
Nice.
impressed. Most people would be nervous to have a knife this near their throat.
Not like you can hurt it. So there's nothing to be nervous about, is there?
That's true. But you're so new to this, I thought your brain would be overriding the information from the ship.
Maybe I'm not new to this.
Oh? You were a candidate, so I think that might be true. But you're also trembling, so I think it's not completely true.
Still very dangerous, you know, Lunaterra.
I believe that for sure.
You wouldn't be trembling if you were in my shoes?
Less so. People tremble for a lot of reasons, though.
I don't have anything to fear, so please don't project that on me.
Ah, well, if you're fearless, what is it then?
Could be anticipation, couldn't it?
This is very foolish of me.
Really is.
I have you right where I want you, remember?
That might mean that I have you, too.
Your claws are twitching.
I thought we promised not to trust each other.
I still don't.
And you must really like living dangerously if you're still helping me.
I'm having fun.
I can tell. If you want to know so bad, that's why I didn't like you.
Because you were a test pilot and never got to fly before the end of the Cold War while idiots like me got to? Ah, I thought so. That's enough. Hold still.
You have as much fun as you wanted. You were a real huge jerk. I was always jealous of that.
Everyone who let me get away with it regrets it now. There. Done. Bart.
I said it, I swear!
Oh, I didn't hear
I
you.
couldn't pick it up, yeah. I
Damn,
didn't hear it either.
tragic. Tragic. For all your hard work, I should leave you something to remember me by.
Oh? Ready to fight for real?
I sorta already did. And Saturn has left a claw scratch of hot pink poison seeping on the Mare Chrysium's thigh. How's that? I finally did get a hit in on you.
Huh. Good job.
They break away, rocketing. Just a little love fight. Pay me back for it next time.
Trust me, I will.
Day 2.
Really fun.
Uh-huh.
Really fun.
Subject: Pilot Candidate 007 Mercury interviews. Origin: Memorial Foundation Celestial Mechanics extracted. Author: Generation 3 pilot intake.
Angel, you play the other person.
Okay. Don't worry, it's just a checkup.
Historically untrustworthy scenario.
It's just questions, I promise.
It's not really a great way to set my mind at ease.
Let's just answer the questions, okay, wise guy?
Fine.
Have you experienced a sense of vertigo or loss of balance for a period lasting more than 2 minutes in the last month?
No.
Have your eating habits changed at all recently?
No.
Have your...
No.
Mercury, work with me, please.
Why? You work with me.
If I absolutely promise neither I nor anyone else will do anything at all to stop you from being exactly who you want or from whatever changes you need, will you at least answer my questions?
Sometimes. Maybe.
Okay. That's good enough for me. We're just curious if it's a side effect of life in space, or the educational programming of Dr. Nix, or in reference to the behavior of Iapetus.
No, that's backwards. Everyone else seems to get to do whatever they want without limits in space. Why is it weird when I do it?
We want to test for the effects of space alone, so self-induced changes have to be controlled for.
Don't ask what's in my endocrine system. It's my endocrine system. Fine. It's testosterone, and I put it there because I wanted it there. Is that enough?
Well, I guess that is what I needed to know.
If you promise not to ask me about it again, I'll give you all the data I cataloged about the changes.
Okay. I get it.
You're starting to get it. Stop treating me like a girl, and I'll know you've really got it.
Yay! We did it! Transgender man sweep!
Yes!
Yippee!
So, let's have Angel, or not Angel, let's have Chips, you do this one, because it's, String of Pearls, and that's Saturn.
Okay. Recommended tactics. Origin, extracted from Narrated OS. Author, ship self String of Pearls documentation. The String of Pearls is configured for specific outward expressions of gravity, tidal forces. The dissonant rhythm of this reactor makes peaceful tidal communication risky and difficult. Be cautious despite the range and penetration this unit is capable of. Oh boy. Why does breathing feel manual right now? That's weird. The electromagnetic conductors have liquefied the electrical energy into a corrupting material, a form of theoretical matter that should be used as a primary engagement tool. As a seducer to saboteur model, the unit's functions are inherently insidious. Rather than armor, the plastics are infinitely malleable and regenerate. It is safer to take damage head-on as an opportunity to infect rather than avoid, but the unit can be contained, restrained, and impeded physically and tidally.
That's kind of a banger.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool ship gimmick.
Hehe. Mercury, listen, it's an emergency. I'm sorry about everything, but it's important. You have to tell Commander that I'm getting so laid.
I'm logging off. Bye. I was not fooled for even a second that this would be useful.
Really? Not even for a second?
I no longer experience hope as a concept.
You are so good.
You freed me from it.
Aw, stop. I'm blushing.
What do you want from me, Saturn?
Do you know any discreet places to make out in on Ares?
Goodbye, Saturn!
Also, here's the test output to date.
Saturn! Goodbye!
Aren't you gonna read me the data analysis?
If it is indeed data you are sending this time and not just nudes!
Rude. I always ask before I send them to you.
I don't mind acting as the official art director of Saturn's nudes since you need it so badly, and it's substantially less tedious than data analysis. But if you are as punctual about sending data as cockpit selfies, I would have a lot more data to report.
So incredulous all the time.
You stole the prototype, might I remind you? You can't just continue the field testing as if nothing happened.
Why not?
Because why would you do anything you didn't want to do?
Winky face.
What are you planning?
Winky face.
Ugh, fine! They've been dying for it anyway.
Cool, how'd I do? Question mark?
This is not bad. It's pretty useful.
He typed through tears.
Don't rub it in. I can't believe your ship's self's expanded so much already. What have you been doing with it?
I think I have been hinting very clearly how.
I instantly regret this question. You're supposed to test the prototype in combat?
Same thing.
Same difference. I can't believe we invented a ship self designed to get in trouble and didn't think. Oh, Saturn is the obvious choice for this.
We both know why.
You were an even more obvious choice than me. Fuck Iapetus for throwing us both out like trash. Come on, aren't you a little happy to see the little havoc in his perfect garden?
Mm-hmm. I'll be looking forward to you collecting new data.
Attaboy.
Really funny. I have to adjust my headset.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They're so good. They're so good.
Honestly, like, my ideal casting would probably be Angel as Mercury, but if we had done that, then Chips as Europa, then I would have been playing both Pluto and Mars.
Means you would have had to be
So-
Europa and I would have had to be Mars.
Yeah, but we we weren't thinking about it like all
You
very
didn't think
far in
ahead.
advance when we did the first one. So whatever.
In the strange gravity of the abandoned Daphnis lab, Saturn lies in wait for the looming threat of Pluto's mysterious ship. But what are they after? And will they get it? Saturn return!
What do you mean I can feel her presence? Please do not try to sound that cool. I can feel her presence. Everyone can feel her presence. I can feel it right now. How could you even possibly ignore something like that?
Shut up! I mean, I can feel it physically.
Oh. Wait, what? Like, how?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's like I'm spinning upside down and can't stop.
Are you sure you haven't somehow concussed yourself or given yourself gravity sickness from all the damage you've managed to inflict on yourself in the past 12 hours?
And that's on top of all that. And also, shut up! String of Pearls is feeding me sensory information on the direct line. I'm a human being with 5 senses and she's trying to cram a dozen more into me.
By direct line, you are in fact talking about the extremely creepy physical interface connection between you and the String of Pearls, correct?
It really, really is, right?
It's truly incredible how we agree about everything and still feel the opposite about it.
Is this why you keep hesitating before giving me intel?
Yes, because you're going to do the opposite of what you should do with it, but I also can't not tell you because you might die, so running support with you is an incredibly anxiety-inducing affair.
It'd be hard.
Thank you for acknowledging it.
So you gonna tell me what's after me?
You've already figured it out, haven't you? But yes, it's that Cradle's Grace's masterwork.
Celestial Mechanics traded the knowledge for how to finish String of Pearls in exchange for what they needed to finish the crew macula? It would be pretty funny if they got us this way, in the end.
It's headed directly to the lab. We've already evacuated the capital ship, but you are its highest priority.
Should I play bait?
If anything, it's more important for you to get back to the native sphere first. In order for us to make contact, we need the String of Pearls. We believe if you hide in the abandoned Daphnis lab, you can use the decaying gravity furnace for cover.
Huh, that's sensible. But base sounds like a lot more fun, you know?
Really?
Oh, come on. Iapetus must think their pilot is a real idiot if she's going to waste her time on a wild goose chase like that.
He wouldn't just sacrifice you like that.
He would. There must be backups for making contact. Just because I'm the easiest option doesn't mean I'm the only one. He's testing to see if I'm worth investing in or just going to get myself killed. Why run? Why not have it out with her? I bet she's thinking the same thing too.
Be careful, Saturn. If you can tell what they're thinking, they can tell what you're thinking.
Please, if I really could do something like that, they wouldn't have kicked me out of the pilots.
Then how do you know the pilot's a she?
Because boys can't pilot.
Fuck.
Daphnis, the tiny shepherd moon, so small it barely earns the name, tumbles through the Keller Gap, ruffling the rings of the planet it orbits. It houses the last official laboratory of Earth's decommissioned space program, training ground of failures like Saturn and special girls like Pluto. Saturn remembers it feeling cramped, anxious, and scary. No, wait, Pluto remembers it that way. Saturn remembers when it used to feel so special to be chosen, a candidate for the last generation of pilots. But didn't Pluto feel that way too? Sometimes two things are true. In this place, gravity is quietly degenerating, and distances are becoming ambiguous, between past and present, between me and you. The Daphnis slab seems smaller to Saturn now, though not as tiny as it feels to Pluto, and that's obvious. No longer people-size, she tears through it like worms in an apple. But there's a much bigger worm here, and she doesn't know anymore if this was a good idea. I feel like you should do the purple.
Okay, I'll do the, I need to turn up my brightness. What was a good idea?
Saturn doesn't have any ideas. She's just trying to hide.
Even though there's no place where you cannot be felt by me?
Alert. Tidal resonance IFF confirms enemy. Warding. Gravitational hazard. Danger. Pressure exceeding safe range. I know, it's extremely exciting. Stop making me so nervous. Supermassive. Small enough to hide in this complex, but with a dual reactor denser than the entire moon compressed into the head of a pin. An hour ago when Saturn felt the gravitational pull of something so big and so close and so powerful, the interior of her fuck!
You got this.
Shut up. The interior... Fuck. I'm normal. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely sober.
Cock.
Cock. The interior of her cockpit creaked with the pressure in her head, heart, and stop! We did this last time too!
Yup!
Fuck. And her head, heart, and eyes welled up with tears.
They call us innuendo duo.
Well, they didn't before, but they will now.
They will.
They will now. They. Who is they?
Me. Next question.
Yeah, we will.
Something that couldn't be anyone other than Pluto. Cool. She must be pretty big, huh? So why is she so hard to find? Saturn has no idea. Why do I have the feeling someone's laughing at me? No one is laughing at Saturn. The lab has been abandoned for years. But Pluto, wherever she is, giggles. Not in a mean way. She really does think it's cute. I haven't thought about Pluto in a long time. Oh man, it really would be funny if she was in that monster. Well, now someone is laughing at Saturn. Hey! Now I know someone's here. I can feel you listening. But I can hear you too. And I can catch you. You're not the only one who can fuck with the narrative. Narrow escape. Celestial mechanics advances, opening futures, closing pasts. It's easiest to not get caught, if you don't care about catching anything. It's just about knowing there isn't a difference. And focusing deeper. And focusing deeper. The real celestial mechanics, the interactions of bodies in space via the forces of gravity. The weight of mass and culture, explained by the story behind them. That's just science. With your own gravity, reach out and pull.
Good girl. You know just what to do.
So in my first playthrough, I played as Saturn starting off with. And I selected this mission first. So imagine the gobsmack fucking bullshit when that was the first impression of Pluto.
One mission in, she calls you good girl.
Yeah, literally.
Oh! Bro, Pluto is so hot.
True. Do you like what you caught?
The Macula towers over Saturn. Pluto's ship is so big it barely fits in the lab complex, but it's only a speck compared to how big it feels. Massive enough to warp local space-time, humming and vibrating with nebula dust, and absolutely, effortlessly gentle. Without Pluto's most delicate touch, the Macula would have destroyed Saturn and the whole complex without even trying.
How much do you trust it?
I knew you'd be right behind me or something.
If you did, how come you're not facing this way?
I'm an idiot, I guess?
You've come a long way just to be an idiot. You must know exactly what this ship can do, right? Did you come to fight me on purpose? That's really brave. And really cute!
If you can touch me, I can touch you. So I'm not getting close.
You came all this way not even to fight? That's not cute at all. But it's smart.
Hey! Don't underestimate me. I'm scary.
You think? Maybe I believe you. Cute things can also be scary. But I'm curious now. I was worried you were going to waste your chance, snug in your new machine, but you're pretty clever.
You wanna talk? Without fighting?
If you're good. Otherwise, I'll bite.
So, what did you want to talk about? As Cradle's Grace's glittering psychic death machine, you definitely have more important things to do than go out of your way to bully me for no reason, right?
Oh, that's right. That man and the fleet are escaping, aren't they?
Hope you don't mind falling for this trap.
Trap? You? Silly, I know you're more important than that.
Or then, catching the rest of the Celestial Mechanics fleet?
I knew this would be fun, and you knew it too.
Absolutely delighted about you doing that, just to be clear. So you don't have to read my mind or roast me about it.
I can't read mine. You know that's not how it works. But I also don't need to know that. But I did want to know how the biggest overachiever of my juniors turned into such a bad girl.
Remembered me? You'd remember I wasn't ever good.
I do remember you. Even if you're not that good at being bad, do you know what you're doing? With that machine that's so dangerous, we don't even want to find out what it does?
I think you answered your own question about why I'm keeping it. Are you gonna stop me then? But you don't want to? Hey, stop! Don't pry into me. If you're pitying me, I'll make you regret it. Not all of us come out perfect like you. Some of us get thrown out before they see any use at all.
I won't pity you. I really would have torn this machine apart. But now that I'm here, gifted little mutant to gifted little mutant, I can't bear to. Because some of us just haven't been thrown out yet. Lab-grown girls like us should stick together.
Might still make you regret it.
Did we do this scene?
And I realize this my
some
first
of the lines are
playthrough, is
similar
that,
and some of the lines
yeah,
are
a lot of the lines are
Okay.
the exact same.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them are, but like, one sec. Let me, like,
This one,
double check. Sorry. Because this one, I'm wondering if, like, we did the right one.
we
one
did
of
it
the
from
playthroughs.
Pluto's POV.
Yeah, one sec.
We
Do
say
you mind if I
loyal
check?
every time. This one has literally
Yeah.
a ton of exact lines.
I'm just double checking. Sorry. It's very checkable.
You ever get the feeling of deja vu?
Saturn Return and Saturn Return.
Yeah, I have the Steam achievements. I've been loyal both times. Fully.
Okay. Yeah, like, I mean, you get the Steam achievements, like, even if, like, it's just, like, you don't have to be loyal to every single option, just, like, if you... I'm also worried about like this one if we click the right one.
And Chips read out the opening futures closing paths line.
Yes, okay.
So we can't have accidentally gotten onto the Kratos Garces.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's the weird one. I remember this from my first playthrough. A lot of it was the exact same, and it threw me off. I thought I accidentally clicked the same one, too.
You ever get the feeling of deja vu?
Sorry, no, I'm... Okay, yes.
Get more hot
okay,
cocoa.
yes, there's a lot of same. Okay, yes,
It's
sorry,
okay,
I was
we're
just
just
checking.
joshing.
Okay. Winning isn't my most important task. It's not yours either.
Are you sure about that?
You're not who I'm worried about. It's only your boss I can't forgive.
Oh, I love hearing that. Tell me more. I'm getting a crush already. Regretting it now?
Don't worry. There's nothing you can make me regret.
Who do you think we're doing this for?
But if we just hold the line here, for our princess to get through and make it to the moon, she'll open up the gravity well, and then we get to decide.
We finally have something alien in space.
Day 3.
Gay 3.
Gay 3. Blah blah
Also
blah blah blah.
true.
Root corruption. Blah 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 blah. Error. Mission parameters not detected. Mission results, ? Needed for gravitational slingshot permissions. Error. Navigation shortlist not found. Manual inject. Mission results.txt. Mission parameters found. All results perfect and amazing. Wow. Thank you, Saturn. Flight path generating. Fleet path, Cronus orbit, refuel on planet Ares, Lagrange colony paths. Classified operation, Earth's moon. New standing orders coming in. Ares. Guard Celestial Mechanics Fleet refueling on Ares Oxygen Ocean. Stay out of trouble and do not engage Memorial Foundation troops patrolling in immediate vicinity. Accept orders? No. Error. Cannot proceed. Manual inject. Accepted. Normalizing gravitational slingshot effect. Prepare for immediate launch to Ares. She's such a little shit. Like, she had no reason to do that whatsoever.
You just
but
don't
she
have
still
to say
said
no, but she said no and then she circumvented it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
She's so iconic.
Celestial Mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, I want more hot cocoa, so I'm gonna start another hot cocoa. Because I feel like drinking a lot of water is good for me.
This is true.
So I'll be back in a minute. You guys can read this off if you want to.
Hoorah. Subject.
Origin Celestial... it's Celestial Mechanics, so it would normally be Chips.
Okay.
Do you want to take it, or do you want me to take it?
I can take it.
Okay, go for it.
Celestial Mechanics' fleet main misfired transmission. Junk data error. Oh my god, sorry for getting back to you so late, but I was in the middle of a meeting. My phone buzzed so much the director asked me if I needed to take a call. I swear you do this on purpose. I don't think you really need feedback on your news that quickly, even though, yes, they're really important to me, and I can't stop thinking about them or getting any of my work done, and my presentation suffered greatly from my lack of focus. I expect you're prepared for a little payback. And after I sent you my schedule so this wouldn't happen again, even. Hey, you wouldn't have asked me for my meeting time so that you could send those to me at the worst possible moment, would you? I already know the answer to that, so why don't you tell me this? Why can I never get enough of you? Yes.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Gravity is also pro wrestling.
I see.
Gravity is mostly pro wrestling.
Okay, listening and learning.
I went to a show from New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is a different company to like AEW or WWE. And it was really good, but it was specifically only really good in the matches where I knew absolutely nothing about. When I wanted one of the guys to win. If I just didn't care and I was looking at it, like, just watching a whole bunch of flips and jumps and spins and hits and slaps,
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow, you two are just kind of doing things. But once, like, one of the guys started to fire up and be like, no, I can do this, I have to hold on for my friends, I was like, yeah! And that's gravity. To me.
Yeah.
And this is true.
I like you. Did you know that?
Everything
You
is
really
about
tried to play your pro wrestling.
everything about pro wrestling is about everything is about pro wrestling
this.
except for pro wrestling, which is about some
Which is
other
about-
thing.
Is it about power or sex? Those are the options.
I think it's power. Which is also gravity in a sense. Everything is about gravity except for
Sure.
gravity, which is about pro wrestling. Got it. Got it in one. Every time
did
Chips
too,
goes
let's be
away,
honest.
I just start talking about pro wrestling.
You should start doing it when Chips is here.
I should. Sometimes I see the word scapegoat and it pops me.
True. I can confirm this. It's okay though. It is like it is not as though I am like I'm not winning here with Renee Gerard.
You're also popping, but in a different, other way.
Yeah.
Huge pop for scapegoats.
Yep.
I hope Chips is fucking enjoying her hot cocoa. It's still 80 degrees here, and it's 8:45 p.m.
That sounds awesome. Can we switch?
Let me out of here!
Like, you're not gonna convince me on this one.
We can switch. Let me out.
Yeah. It's so fucking cold here forever.
80 degrees fuck. That's what the F stands
That's
for.
literally a good and correct temperature for the world to be.
Why can't it be in the 60s forever?
No, because then I die.
What the fuck? Well, I die when it's 80 degrees forever.
This is why we should switch.
Shake on it and just live in the 70s our whole life.
Yeah.
Dude, Chips died.
Chips fucking died.
Chips is dead. This is a two-person game now. Now I'm thinking about Iapetus and that bald pervert Don Callis. And I'm like, fuck. I was actually accidentally completely correct with the wrestlers I assigned to Celestial Mechanics. Fuck. Awesome. I'm really excited to write things.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too. I'm excited to just like talk more about Heaven Will Be Mine because it's such a good game and there's
It's
like
such a
so
good
much
game.
to fucking say about it. I feel I'm gonna feel a little bad because like a lot of like what I am going to want to talk about is actually going to be stuff that isn't as applicable, I think, to pro wrestling,
Yeah.
or for that matter to like lifesteal and Minecraft roleplay. But like last
Which is
time
the
I played
leftist
it, I was
infighting. The queer
Yeah.
leftist infighting, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, there's some stuff in Saturn's route, which actually might be more applicable to pro wrestling than it is to lifesteal,
Hey!
but you'll see. But yeah, no, like, I don't know, like, oh, it's such a good game, though. Also, I'm making a Tumblr poll, which I think you'll enjoy.
Oh, yay! Hooray, yippee, wahoo! Now I have to open fucking Tumblr on my phone. Phone blur.
Okay, I have posted it, and I'm also gonna post it in Hearts Court and see what they think.
I just stabbed my foot on the power outlet that I'm using for my computer.
Man, I could have gone to the bathroom.
If you go to the bathroom, Chips is gonna come back, and I'm just gonna.
No, I know,
bombard her
like,
with
I
the same
absolutely cannot do
same
that
pro
now,
wrestling.
but, like, I could have at the beginning.
But you know what would be really funny?
Yeah.
If you left and she came in. And then I left and you came back.
This is
my
called 3 choose 2.
My fucking foot. Fuck!
Okay, I am gonna go to the bathroom. Bye.
Okay, have fun. Now it's just me. It's just me in the chat, which might be Ambrose. Hey,
Headphones
Gyps!
back on. Hi.
Will's peeing, so we missed her.
I got myself more hot cocoa. It's like I need to pull up in shapes and colors then while I'm waiting.
What the fuck? People are voting for the scapegoat mechanism as formulated by Renee Girard. Only one person has voted for pro wrestler scapegoat Jack Perry, and it's me! Fuck!
Yep, dude.
I need my Jack Perry heads out here. I should probably think about a Heaven Will Be Mine wrestling AU, but I keep thinking about a wrestling Heaven Will Be Mine AU. Which is different.
I really whatever you want forever.
I could. It's so fun.
I return.
Yay! And now I gotta go. No, never mind.
Yeah, no, you have to go.
Okay. Okay, bye.
What's up?
What's good? What's good? I love you.
Me too.
Yay!
I think this is a really funny bit, which is
Do this every time forever and ever.
because like I was going, man, I could have gone to the bathroom and but now I probably don't have time to go before Chips comes back. And then Angel was like, no, consider, what if you do this and then when you get back I leave and it's just you and Chips, and I'm like, wait. The thing is, I think this is a really funny bit, and
This is beautiful.
it's
This is
just like We
beautiful.
Know the Devil if you think about it.
True. And then we can all become the devil once Angel gets back.
Yeah. Oh, now you like get the like when I reference like We Know the Devil every time like you're in a situation where like you have to choose 2 out of a group of 3.
2 pick 3 or whatever. Or
Yep.
3 pick 2.
Yep.
Anyways.
What Angel's in fact doing? Oh, hi, Angel.
Oh, you weren't gone for very long.
I wasn't gone. I just stopped
Come on,
talking.
don't break the illusion.
I mean, I left. Fuck, my kayfabe. Fuck. I mean, I left.
Fucking kayfabe.
My kayfabe. Fuck. We're so stupid.
I love you guys.
I love you, Chips. What? Anyways.
I was just reacting.
Be careful today.
Well, I'm never careful any day, so.
I'm serious this time. The Apetus is in the field today. I don't know where he's fighting, but you should be careful.
Jeez, you worry too much.
Obviously, because you give me so much to worry about.
I mean, are you really worried? His ship self is actually not that scary. Not as scary as mine.
As if that was the thing I was worried about.
What then? Oh, ew, God, I'm not even thinking about letting our mutual ex touch me. I won't even fight him. I'll curve him the second his tides so much as tremble against my plating. Why would you worry I don't even slightly hate him less than you do?
There is no possible way you hate him more than I do, but that's not the issue. That's never the issue with him. Hating him hasn't made him any easier to deal with.
We were kids, though. We're older and wiser now. LMAO. At least you're Mercury.
Hardly. Or I wouldn't be telling you. You remember how he just casually lingered his fingers a second too long on your shoulder?
In front of everyone? Oh, it was so gross. It was so gross. And I loved the attention every time. It made me so smug.
I loved it. It was gross. I hate him. Do you love yourself enough to not fall for it again?
I definitely hate him enough not to fall for it. Do you?
No, obviously. I'm still in celestial mechanics, so how do you think I feel?
Soaring. You've got a stupid idiot who loves you, and you get to do research and never have to deal with him again. And with this ship self, we'll have the future. No matter what, I'll make sure he won't. What do you want to do first?
I think we've gotten into the rhythm of last time we did
Last time we did top one first, this time we're doing bottom one first?
yeah. So
Yeah.
this one.
Okay. That one's got units.
I forgot
That's
to read
exciting.
it. I forgot to read it. Oh,
Stay in line, Bart.
400mm cast. Memorial Foundation deploys a certain sniper to stop, escape, and resupply routes to the resting Celestial Mechanics fleet. All Saturn needs to do is stay out of trouble. But what's the chance of that?
No, go ahead. Take your time. We're not dying yet or anything.
You know, fighting officially on Ares is a lot less fun than I was promised it would be.
It's real work, Saturn. I thought that's what all of the getting back on our good side was all about.
They shouldn't have done such a good job of hiding in the Oxygen Ocean, then? You could maybe stage an attack from the Olympus ruins, but not even Cradle's Graces is precious enough to defend them.
Memorial Foundation is thorough enough to watch over it.
Of course, only they would be that annoying.
There's recent activity there, and they want an investigation.
They're just being paranoid. That's a stupid plan, and they're only sending someone there to waste their time chancing we're dumb. Or baiting us.
They'd really send their ace if that was the case.
Wait, that old Memorial Foundation warhorse, you mean? Why didn't you tell me the most important part first? Coordinates. Now, please.
Saturn, I really hope you are not actually...
Gesundheit.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm feeling like, Command is right, actually. The area needs some really thorough investigation. Just to be sure.
What's with the sudden enthusiasm? It's really not... No, wait, it's exactly like you. When you said you fought off the Maricrisium pilot, what were you actually doing?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mercury. I was so dutiful and brought this back in one piece. So that means I won. So don't worry about it.
Why are you like this?
Lunaterra gets a point-blank encounter. Loyal. Outcome favors Celestial Mechanics. Celestial Mechanics advances. Opening futures, closing paths. The balance shifts, because Saturn moved and Lunaterra couldn't.
Got you.
She does. Saturn is as good as already down. But so is Lunaterra. Got you too. Pure spite got Saturn this far, and it will get her even further. She takes aim and fires. Lunaterra, perfectly still for the perfect shot, is unable to get out of the way in time. Saturn's string of pearls is laid out, flat on her back, creaking and twitching, and Lunaterra's Mare Crisium falls from her sniper spot like a burning star. Lunaterra wakes up first, but her flight unit is shot. It's hard to hide a ship that can't fly in a city, but the Mare Crisium is full of unfair trade. Shooting her down is just the beginning. You have to catch her next. That's alright with Saturn. She's at her best when everyone is in the dirt. When she wakes up, she's ready. She might be in worse shape than Lunaterra, but worse shape is her best. String of pearls skirts along the half-constructed city, but the shape of ruins and the pristine finish of plastic toys still in their boxes, looking for the hole Lunaterra's nestled in, and dodging her shots of protest. Reboot took longer than I thought, but ready or not, here I come. Hey, come out. You almost got me the last time you poked your head out to shoot. Try again. Aw, come on, I'm not babbling to trick you or anything. I'm just having a great time here. I'd love it if you'd stop making me feel like I'm just talking to myself.
I can hear you just fine, Saturn.
What? This isn't exciting enough? I guess that's what... A cat? Oh, Jesus, she's moving my mouse. Goober. What? This isn't exciting enough? I guess that's why you're the ace pilot, LT. I need to have you on the ropes to taunt you and dodge at the same time. An ear-splitting crash. Impossible to tell which direction the shot came from. The cover around Saturn explodes.
I'm an ace because I keep my priorities straight.
That's not what I've heard.
What have you heard?
That keeping your priorities straight is the thing that you're the worst at. That is pretty much your most obvious weak point.
Maybe they don't know what my priorities are.
Sorry, I went down the wrong pipe.
She's
No
dying.
R.I.P. Chips Eclipse. She will be missed.
Fuck you.
She is survived by her mystery divorce deal partner.
You son of a bitch.
La la la.
Angel's
Fuck.
leaking.
Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Is getting
You got
shot
this.
down by an idiot with no combat experience high on your priority list? The building next to Saturn explodes. Is missing all the time high on your priority list?
You really are a brat.
Is getting harassed constantly by flirtatious brats high on your priority list?
You're really on your toes today. I can't hit you with anything.
Yeah, I'm having fun too.
What a mess. I don't know why I'm not laughing about it. Or having so much fun.
I think so.
It's a funny kind of date, if you put it that way.
If this fighting is just play fighting, then keep playing with me. You should be careful though. You never know what I might try next. I've got so many plans for dragging you out in the sun.
Like what? Are they working on me?
Of course. Stop underestimating me. I'm executing several plans as we speak. You're not at all ready, Lunaterra. I'm not giving you any way out.
You're not going to at least give me a hint? I'm at a disadvantage here.
You can't trick me into giving it all away. But maybe you're right. Maybe I should be generous and let you know just a hint about one plan.
You're generous. You should know this, but winning isn't my highest priority. It won't mean that I'm easy, though.
Hey, we do think alike. At least on the first half of that. If you love winning, the stalemate of this whole conflict should bore you to tears. All that's left in space are second-choice pilots who suck at things like winning no matter how good they are. I'm the second choice, but I'm the pilot that's here right now, and no one else should have thought of the plan I did. Or would have thought of the plan I did.
I'm a second choice too, or I wouldn't be here. It's that great a plan?
Really? You? Oh, it's not a good plan. It's just that no one else would do it, because I'd have to be a freak to try to catch you on foot.
Our first choice would never be sent to space in the first place. That does sound like a crazy plan to me. What would you even do if you found me, assuming I'm standing still?
I know it sounds like I'm showing off, but I couldn't beat you in a fair fight, so anything else is in my favor, right? Maybe it's the only way around that ghost ship of yours, and how much of a genius you are. I can track any ship that I've hit once.
I also have ways of being so hidden you could never find me.
You're right, huh? We haven't used them.
Maybe not.
Also, did you know that your Mari Chrysium has a manual bypass for opening the cockpit?
Yes.
Oh, good. But I'll knock anyway. The gentle hiss of pressure, and the cockpit opens.
Ah!
Huh? Look a little different. Not nearly so smug.
And you look a lot different. I remember you now. You were such a good girl, I never would have thought that was you.
You're smiling, Lunatera. Did something good just happen?
You must really trust me to come unarmed.
Why would I need to be? I win! I'd say I'm pretty dangerous just like this.
You think of everything.
Never mind. You do look infuriating smug. Infuriatingly smug for someone I just beat. Step away from the controls.
Sure. I'm not laughing at you. I'm impressed. You know, even still, even in a fake fight you have no respect for, no one takes me this seriously. I'm the Memorial Foundation ace, but just by default, after the good ones left. So I don't mind losing to you, since you think I'm so cool.
And kneels by the controls, hands up. They're still in reach. Saturn climbs the open hatch. No sudden movements. And I don't think you're cool.
What do you want now? My ship? Me? They're both useless.
Beside that, I don't need your ship out of commission. I'm going to be much cooler than you very soon. Then I'll beat you sort of fair and square. But maybe I should reprogram the ship to be absolutely sure. Lunatera whips her around so fast Saturn's pinned down in the cockpit seat before she can tell how it happened.
Sorry, but touching there isn't allowed.
So, where is touching allowed?
You are absolutely much more dangerous without a gun.
LT's hand is on Saturn's collar, and her other on Saturn's wrist. Saturn slips her free hand down LT's arm. So, how about here?
That's fine.
What about here?
I won't stop you.
You don't mind if I touch your face, but you won't let me touch your ship?
Some places on the ship are fine. Some places on me are fine. Which do you want to know right now?
Damn it!
So how's unbuttoning my shirt going? It's harder than it looks at that angle with just one hand, huh?
Make out with me, you heinous bitch! Lunatera had this idea, but instead she forgets it. She finds she's let her grip go slack, and Saturn's nearly leapt out of the chair to kiss her. That thought is a little surprising, but her body made the right call, in the moments in between when she was too busy overthinking it. Saturn seems a little mad about that smug face Lunatera is making, and bites Lunatera's lip as they kiss. It doesn't encourage Lunatera to stop being like that.
This is absolutely insane.
Are you kidding? What could possibly be a better use of your time? Don't tell me duty is what you're fighting out here, or you would have stopped me before I opened the hatch.
You're not just here for fun. You're not doing this just because there's no point in you killing time before the war collapses one way or another.
Obviously, I can be sure and still make out with you. Would it disappoint you if I wasn't? Oh, don't make that face. I can tell it would. That's good, though. I feel the same way. I wouldn't have let you flirt if that's just all you were.
How can you be so sure?
Looks like I know something you don't. Even if it's just one thing.
I'm always the last to know.
You always make it seem like you know what you're doing.
I'm just acting on instinct. My body knows what to do.
Then you should be asking her. She'll know just what to do. They fucked in that mecha.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yes, that's the only correct way to interpret that. I wasn't subtle.
What's the version of Fujoshiing out when it's a guy squealing about two girls? Is that Himajoshi? Himadanshi. Okay, I'm Fujoshiing out.
You get no, Himadanshi.
I'm
like,
Himadanshi-ing out.
The beginning is like it's Fujo or Hime, depending on whether like it's Yuri or Yaoi, and then the Danshi or Doshi is whether you're a girl or boy.
Uh-huh. I'm that, what you just said.
There's also I think there's also like people are trying to make a gender neutral one, but I forget what it is. Sorry. I did not grow up with it. I grew up with
Stand for the flag, kneel for the cross.
Yeah.
You guys can do the reading for these.
This is Memorial Foundation, so I'll give that to Angel.
Hooray! Annual Academy Student Rating. Colony Server Force Extraction, Memorial Foundation, Space Academy Archives. I won't rate them, they're still learning. Given this, Halamede is underperforming based on the expectations that you set out for her. I told you the projections were completely divorced from reality repeatedly for this very reason. The authority she may have wielded on Earth means nothing up here. I should add, because I know you will forget it as early as convenient, that she is performing very highly compared to her peer group in the specific areas that you seem to consider so highly. Yes, even compared to your Generation 1 aces. She has the potential to surpass them, so stop asking if she has surpassed the top one yet. I'd prefer to keep those two as separate as possible for interpersonal reasons. Halamede is too competitive and easily impressed to not make me worry about placing her in close contact with the number 1 ace. That's Lunaterra, isn't it? Your attempts to put those two in the same room has not gone unnoticed by me. Do you just love drama, Apodus, or is there something else you believe is more important than the health of our pilots?
He started that whole fucked up situationship. It was his fault.
This is from Nyx. That's Cradle's Graces, so I'll do this one. Subject, Nyx Final Resignation. Origin, Memorial Foundation Evidence Locker. Author, Special Counsel for the Prosecution of Dr. Nyx. In these moments, nothing is more painful than being patronized, but you couldn't even spare me that. I can't understand why you thought me to be that naive, though. I really did know. They thought a world where the children were together and free and could write their own futures sounded wonderful. We didn't even get close enough for them to understand that's not what they wanted. I knew it from the start. I regret only that I didn't get further before they noticed. You're asking for my resignation, but there's nowhere else for me to go. And there's nowhere else for those children to go either. I won't let you have them, and I won't let you crush them back to their earthly shapes. What you are asking instead is for me to declare war. So I will do so. And we will see if Earth's tides are truly powerful enough to crush the new humanity you rejected. Nyx. The captain told me to thank you for the data stream.
Very welcome. Do you have any results for me?
Yes, I'll encrypt them.
Thank you. You're the best.
I guess there's no point in asking what you want them for? How afraid should I be?
Trying to fulfill our mission, Mercury. You know that.
I'm going to tell him you're as inscrutable and petulant as ever.
Please, I don't want your hubby to hate me. Why do you always call Ganymede the captain anyways, lol?
Because some of us have a sense of discretion.
Oh, is so well behaved.
You're one to talk, Saturn. You're gonna end up at the pound one of these days if you go through any more superior officers.
Cute, you both tidally locked that quick. You're making all the lesbians jealous.
Then act like it, Saturn! And I will not apologize for locking it down. I've had my fill of being a pet.
Pet either.
Maybe you are learning to love yourself.
What I'd like to be is a toy.
That's even worse.
No, it's better. Plastic and metal can be molded into any kind of shape. You can smooth over and change whatever you want. You only have to accept the interference you're designed for.
A toy never gets to do anything. It just sits there looking pretty.
Yuri, what do you think I want? Don't you love how our ship selves evoke so much? Just by being plastic and the silhouette of a human? These beam weapons are my fingertips. The chassis is my tits. But they're also beam weapons and impenetrable chassis. They can shred the plastic all they want, but they can't touch me.
Plastic can't get hurt. But you still can be, don't forget.
People fawn over objects. They worship them. I want to be the product they obsess over.
Thought you were tired of getting thrown away.
I'm not for individual retail sale. Look, don't touch. One of a kind, not sold in stores.
It's like the thing. It's the thing. If you use these parts have been used in web weaves.
In the web weave. Yep, I used them for Vitality.
Wait, this is the one. This is one with Vitality that you made. This is the quackity one that
Grace made.
That Grace made. Yay! Source material.
Yep.
Hoorah! Deep dive.
Deep dive. The oxygen ocean serves as both fuel yard and terraforming engine for planet areas. It's the perfect hiding place for the migrating celestial mechanics fleet. But deep down, something is reaching up for them.
Saturn, what are you doing?
Disabling all comms and the driving supports and... Oh, you're still here? I thought I cut this channel too. Well, I should go ahead and shut it.
Don't you dare cut me off!
You can listen if you promise not to whine. Or stop me.
I will do no such thing, and you cannot make a deal with me.
Simply stating a fact, not making an argument.
Just why, Saturn? Why are you such an incorrigible, petulant nightmare? After you were probationally forgiven for doing a very good job not getting String of Pearls ruined or captured, and Command even decided to give you the job of sparking the gravity engine that will take our fleet back to the native sphere. I would think you wouldn't be so into pressing your luck recklessly.
Except for you was so annoying.
They're annoying because whatever is causing the tidal interference from the bottom of the oxygen ocean is almost certainly that Cradles Grace's weapon, and they have no reason to believe you're going to be loyal. Every single second of the day you are horrid and undisciplined, and your brief periods of obedience only seem to exist to throw everyone off later.
I mean...
If you want me to cover for you, you have to play along a little. Why are you like this?
Years of encouragement and grooming followed by abandonment and neglect. You know that. Same as you.
And same for that pilot you're after too? Is that why?
In a different way, but I think so. Enemy or not, I want to talk. I think I'm getting somewhere. I'm not going to get to talk if you all are interfering.
What if she doesn't want to just talk?
Then you'll really appreciate me cutting the cables before she pulls all you down there with me.
Why is this so important anyway? You'll really jeopardize the whole operation for that?
What? You don't think I have my own cunning master plan? It's way better than his. Supposedly nothing can stop...
No, that's you.
You got so distracted reading along, didn't you?
Yeah.
Supposedly nothing can stop the current macula. Is it better to find out if that's true sooner than later?
Fight her or talk? Which is it?
How are they any different? Anyways, don't worry when the connection accidentally breaks. Sorry, I got fucking a reaction somewhere or something that was throwing me off. I'll be fine, promise. And you will be too. Share a secret moment deep down. Outcome favors celestial mechanics. This day was so good. This day specifically was so good from Saturn's point of view.
Yeah.
The balance shifts because Pluto tugs and Saturn yields. The oxygen ocean is a peaceful place because everything about it destroys everything else. You can enjoy complete privacy under the curtain of the oxygen steam. Drink all the fuel and air you want, and no vessel can survive the temperature and pressure conditions below. You can float as long as you want, or until your hull turns brittle and breaks, or your organic components oxidize and explode. Celestial Mechanics has covered their wayward pilot's machine in temporary armor layers to seal out the unknown interference of gravity and seeping oxygen. The additional temporary armor layers might not be necessary, but they also might be. The Celestial Mechanics fleet tenders lower the string of pearls in slowly, just to make absolutely sure. It feels wonderfully cold, like a spare blanket taken from the attic in winter. Pluto is there, deep, deep down, and when Saturn slips in, she feels the ripples, as if they were on opposite ends of the same, perfectly still pool. The feeling is wonderful. Saturn's surprised that's true. How do you know that? Wait, who is you?
How do I know what? Saturn, who are you talking to? We're asking for confirmation to lower you.
Yeah, I've been ready. Sorry, I got distracted.
You must be if you're apologizing.
There's someone down here. She's speaking to me. No, she's trying to eat me alive. Or maybe it's really hard to tell the difference. Awesome. It's familiar. I'm so stoked. Take me down. The ocean boils wherever she touches it, even with the external equipment. There's no way to rely on sight, and the paramagnetic influence is too erratic for sensors to process. She can only feel her way, for both of them.
The cable to your left is extremely important. It's the only way we have of communicating and monitoring your situation.
Uh-huh.
So you'll need to be extremely careful with it. Are you listening?
Yeah, but not to you. Shh. There's definitely someone here. Lower me. It's reaching out. Saturn feels funny. Something's not quite right. Like something's watching her. It's like someone's watching me. But it's also not like someone's watching me. It's like something's watching her, but something isn't watching her. Touching me. Something is touching Saturn's. Saturn. Its hands sear, but they also speak. Saying something. The ocean ripples with boredom. Really boring down here. But what else is Pluto going to do? Some girls get stuck with the worst jobs. But I've got to do it. With nothing to do but send insinuations through the narration. So are you coming or what? I've got her again. Tidal spike detected.
Mass gravity alert.
Lower me further.
Saturn, we're pulling you out. Oh, not just yet. Hi, Saturn. Hi, Mercury. Sorry, I'm borrowing her for a little bit.
Cockpit fucking holy shit. Saturn's cockpit floods with alarm lights out of an imminent high-intensity gravity event, but it's too late. String of Pearls discharges its electromagnetic field and delicately breaks off the winch.
Saturn, what are you...
String of Pearls cleanly slices off the left communication wire and the pulley system. The silence of the oxygen ocean reminds her of a sensory deprivation tank. What a good girl! Hey, don't praise me like that.
I wanted to speak to you again.
Damn it, I cut both wires. Even ship-to-ship comms are down.
Saturn? Can you hear me? Would you hear me if I spoke with this ship? It's been such a long time since anyone could hear it.
Pluto's tidal reactor pulses slowly. The thrum feels like it's coming from everywhere. Oh, I get it. You want to talk with gravity? Well, I'm not some miracle child, even though they tried very hard to make me as good as you. Saturn's reactor, an anxious little ball, is getting just so fed up with this. It's frustrating to not be understood. Would you know what that's like?
You don't know how much I know. But I believe in you.
Saturn moves too much, she might forget what direction up is. The sensory deprivation of the ocean takes everything away. But she has to remember that's not true. I don't believe you, but I'm trying.
Oh, she's trying.
Of course I'm trying.
Come on, where am I?
I hate people playing hard to get.
I believe in you, but you gotta work for it.
I can't do it. Sorry, but I'm cheating. The string of pearls is electrotoxin, shoots through the ocean. Like a bolt of lightning, it reaches out because it's attracted to you. It seeks the path of least resistance, looking for something that wants to respond. What it really does is run along the boundaries, theoretical and real. There's a place where the boundary between one thing and another is weakest, and it runs along the boundary until it finds it, and it connects the two.
Why is she doing that? Oh, it's what you're used to. Good at seeing weak spots. I've got a lot. Can you find them? You can do it if you try. Maybe you need a little push.
There's nothing. Not a single crack. Don't you say you're not perfect.
Don't make me do all the work.
Oh, she was blushing. Ah! The pressure is overwhelming, but it's overwhelming for Pluto too. The crew macula is like a little star, gushing matter and condensing it into an engine of light over and over. It was modeled after a theory of the Big Bang, after all, made in secret on the planet Hades on the boundary between what is human and what is not. It's a fragile boundary. You can touch it. Be careful. Ha ha ha! This takes me back. Which is not fucking fair. Are you doing that on purpose? Always taking me to unpleasant pasts?
Is it taking you back? Sorry. But we can't help it. It's the first thing beneath our surfaces. It's hard for me, too.
Take Saturn back to our first implant series, when they took the most special children they could find and tried to cheat them into being even more special. Bypass all the work and care that had gone into the third-generation pilots and get them directly into humanity's next stage. Cheating, you should know, felt good. It felt wrong in a good way. It felt good in a way that felt obscene. It felt bad, like she was getting more than she deserved. They chose her, but she felt like she played a trick on them. Like she lied and got candy for it. They knew there was nothing special about her, and then they gave her the most special thing. If they knew how special it was, and how much she didn't earn it, they would have given it to someone else. But they didn't. Even when they threw her away, she never forgot how that felt. Why is it always like this?
Oh, baby.
Takes Pluto back to when she was learning how to be a person. In space, they decided they would start over, without assumptions. Humanity will be protected by the most human children they can make. No matter how badly she did, no matter how much she wasn't up to how perfect they wanted, they never gave up on her. That was the worst part. She wished so much they would give up. It was so hard. She just wanted to be the mess she really was, and they wouldn't let her. She knew with her whole heart what she was supposed to be. She had it memorized, and she could never make it leave her body. Look on the things she did and the person she was, they let her be whatever she wanted, and she wasn't strong and smart and pretty enough to be it. Both of them remember, reaching through the wall to the one on the other side, wishing so hard to hold hands. It feels like you really are. You're two pebbles dropped in the pond, but your ripples touching are not. No one knows. And even the two of you almost don't. Never say it out loud. Never think it too loud.
Sounds so sad when you put it like that.
Don't show me things that stop making me jealous.
Oh, you got me. You're touching me. I can hear you through the contact link.
You got me that good, and that's what you have to say?
You're the one who got me. You did it. You found me. You're clever. It's amazing.
You don't need to flatter me. I won't feel better.
I'm not.
You better.
I promise.
Am I so scared and you're so not?
It's just me. Sorry I'm like this.
You can flatter me a little.
You're a little needy, huh?
Didn't you say I just had you?
You do. You can do whatever you want now.
Why did you do this?
You came after me, so it's only fair I come after you.
Say it's only fair. Say I'm amazing and important and you came after me specifically.
You're totally not needy, huh?
Give me a better answer. I want to know why it's me.
I don't have one. There are so few of us left, I've got to cling to everyone. But I love that you're scared and you believe anyway. I think you're one of the only people who can make something change. And there's no time left.
Proposal? To join your side?
Yeah!
What if I refuse?
Then give me a good reason for me to join you.
Huh? Even more impulsive than me.
You can start to see why I fight, can't you? The way I'm starting to see why you do? Show me something important, and I'll be yours too.
Definitely not going to go quietly, are you?
No.
If I let you promise not to crush yourself and me and literally everything?
This time, you mean?
Yeah.
I think I can do that. Say hi to Mercury for me. I'll see you again soon, baby.
Nice.
Of course they were jealous. Of the humans the Earth no longer wanted, flying on zero-G wings.
As it has always been, only humans can fulfill the criteria to be alien.
Before they blew it up, they got very close.
They
Day
did
five.
science shit
Day
on
5.
Saturn! Fuck!
Root core reformatting 67% complete. Awaiting flight path. Input. Manual inject extract. CM flight path. Forcibly extracting coordinates. Coordinates received. Flight path passes through former pilot training school, Lagrange Colony. Receiving new mission assignments. Error block from ship self side. Manual inject / scan virus. Manual inject / extract. 3 viruses detected and deleted. You have a new mission assignments. Colony. Reclaim tidal reactor from Colony core before Memorial Foundation. Colony. Prevent theft of entire colony by Kratos Graces. Accept orders. LMAO. Accepted.
Hey.
Normalizing gravitational slingshot effect. Prepare for immediate launch to Lagrange Colony. Here
Halfway!
you go, baby.
Yay, Iapetus! Nix
Ew.
Resignation 2. Memorial Foundation Investigative Archives. MF Celestial Mechanics Research Lead Iapetus. Nix, you fundamentally misunderstood the purpose of pursuing the dream of space. I never sought to correct you. After all of the great things you have accomplished are the result of that misunderstanding. You believed that your dream, so universally loved, was loved because we wanted it to come true. This was not the case, of course, even though I think the Memorial Foundation truly believed that they wanted the same as you. But as the tides of Earth turn, they realized in their own hearts they realized in their own hearts that they are not the forefront of humanity's change, but slaves to its whims. To protect human culture means to always be at its beck and call no matter what it becomes, and their dream is one of overwhelming power that will unlock the last mysteries and cement our authority forever. What your children achieved with freedom from gravity, we will have the power to determine on our own. I hope you can understand the depth of my gratitude to you for exploring these ideas, that they might one day belong to us. Iapetus. Academy Student Research... Oh, wait, hang on. Someone else
This
do
is
it.
Europa.
Oh, wait.
So I think
Europa
we...
second
Hey!
years as well.
Hey! 10 million reading lines to Angel! Academy Student Research Records. Mercury. Database leak. Pilot Operations Manager, Europa. Of all the Generation 3 pilots, Mercury is far and away the one best suited to actually being a pilot, to the degree I'd be terrified of giving that position to any other one of Iapetus' nightmare brats. So there's absolutely no chance that he'll be assigned, of course. He really is trying to maximize. What I want to impress, however, is that Mercury is still someone Iapetus chose personally for the pilot role when he served himself during the Cold War, alongside the current second-tier candidate, Saturn. Mercury used to be a lot different, which is obvious. A lot of our pilots used to be a lot different, for reasons only space can explain. I think reducing it to Mercury's personal stake is as incomplete a reading as it would be for any of the other pilots in Celestial Mechanics. Some of them even know exactly what they're doing, Mercury most of all. I don't think he has petulant grudges against humanity. He's just very critical.
Don't make it sound like I hate following command any less than you.
Hey. I would never doubt that. Ellipses. Hey, Mercury. Why are you still with Celestial Mechanics?
Where are you? If you still are, that is. You're the one who can choose.
Mercury.
Oh, don't. If you hadn't hijacked a string of pearls, you'd be here like me, waiting. To see if it's true that we can be what comes after being human. I don't want that for you. I certainly don't trust or believe in celestial mechanics or Iapetus, but wasn't that the worst part? Even after he decided we weren't good enough to be the chosen pilots, neither of us left. He knew we wouldn't leave, because we already wanted it too much.
Do you still want that more than anything else?
I don't know. I know what I don't want, and it's to have nothing to show for it.
A show for what?
Coming to space, going to the academy, never having a chance to fight in the Cold War, not having a say either way, falling stupidly for the worst man alive. I'm counting on you, Saturn, to give me something better than just the same Earth we left.
You never worry about that. I have only the highest ambitions for us.
Those girls you're flirting with better have a decent future for us, is all that I'm saying.
Ellipses. Sure, fine, okay. Only if it's a really good one. If nothing else. I'll make sure that he doesn't get the future he wanted.
Any future but the future he wants is good. Give me and Ganymede a good place there, wherever and whenever it is.
Oh.
Deeper cuts. In the Garden District, closest to the manufacturing and broken total type fucking shitballs. In the Garden District, closest to the
You got this.
Functioning and broken tidal reactor that kept the colony together. Time and space aren't quite right. It's the perfect place for a real fight. How deep under Lunaterra's skin do you think she can get?
Time bullshit, time bullshit, time bullshit, time bullshit. Go, 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 go.
This place.
You don't feel like seeing home again? Aw, come on. Don't tell me you don't have any fond memories of the Academy.
I do, despite myself, and that's why I don't have any wish to see it like this. A ruined garden that only reminds us how weak the gravity of this whole venture really was compared to Earth. Not to mention, it was all for something completely worthless, too. Wait,
Now you're grumbling about a mission? This is historic.
the Lagrange reactor is just a hollow shell, and there's barely any advantage to getting it. This better be a trap to use you as bait to get Memorial Foundation off our trail.
What a terrible trap to fall in!
More flirting, I see.
I mean, they've literally already fucked, so... Is it unbearable?
Yes, extremely. Are you really still getting nowhere with her?
Talking about?
I think you said you were going to crack her open and peel her shell, but I don't think you have.
You don't think... Shh.
I'm completely and utterly correct, then?
She's highly evasive. Point blank or sniper shot, I can't seem to hit her.
Your type, I see.
Shut up. I got the Academy's most notorious heartbreaker to look like an idiot at me, so I win. So shut up. She's even stupider than I thought she was. But she's not as stupid as me.
You're the one with your guts all over the place.
Just, fine. I'm frustrated, alright? But it's not because I'm not getting anywhere, because I care. Alright, this time I'm done playing. Happy? If there's anything there, or if she's just metal all the way through, I'm going to find out. If she is that boring, I'll never forgive her. But I'm coming back with guts this time.
Ah!
Right. For real. In a fun way. Loyal. Outcome favors Celestial Mechanics. Celestial Mechanics advances, opening futures, closing pass. I had to speedrun that.
A surprise attack isn't very sporting.
Don't be jealous because I got mine off first.
You got a wound on me and the Lagrange reactor shell. That not a good enough deal?
No way. In fact, apologize. Hiding so I can't surprise you again is unfair, Lunatera. Let me bully you some more.
I'll pass.
Are you sure?
You sure you don't want to get bullied? See if you can find me first.
You like cat and mouse games, don't you? You want to try it again? I won't let you just play a game this time.
Can you find me even when I'm serious? Then I'll get serious.
Tara hides in the Garden District, the one part of the colony she has no memories of. The Garden District doesn't have any trees or flowers or plants. It's not that kind of garden. A garden for the children meant to inherit space. Not like Lunatera, who came in the first generation. Teenagers too old and too molded by Earth's gravity to inherit the cosmos. Second generation was raised here, in the light of the colony's center, the Lagrange tidal reactor Lunatera remembers, like the sun, with the hope that she would grow freely in the lightest gravity, free of Earth's weight. Lunatera is the one holding the useless shell of that reactor now. Even broken and useless, LT doesn't feel comfortable holding it. It's an unpleasant, untrustworthy object, and it feels wrong to hold. It was made by people, but it doesn't seem like it was. It's a fake, but it's unsettlingly close to what Celestial Mechanics eventually intended it to be. When they seized control of the reactor, before the conflict broke out, something not made by humans. If it's so useless, why don't you just give it back?
You can tell what I'm thinking, huh? Or read between the lines? Just like Pluto, but different. Something I still can't understand. You've been playing with her too, haven't you?
I sure have. Jealous? Of which of us, though?
Both. I can never read the story like you both. I'm straightforward.
It's not a little true. You're being way too stingy with the narration.
Narration?
You can't perceive space-time as a story? And narration spawn out of the ambient gravity of humans, telling you about everything that is, if you can listen? You can't see how obviously your envy is bleeding out everywhere, can you?
I'm slipping, huh? Letting out more than I thought. But see why I'm jealous? I don't know anything about what you mean. I wish I could speak that language.
It's amazing. You should really be sad you don't speak it.
I just have this absence.
Your impression on the narrative is something like Build Whiteout, a gushing ocean of bleach, which is a pain in the ass for someone like us. You also have a habit of acting too fast to get caught up in the story, especially when it's not going your way. 3 times faster than the story knows what to do with.
That's how. You are different than Pluto. She would swell into the atmosphere, but you slowly bleed into the spaces between the lines. I could feel you seeping through, blurring the lines between one and the other. What is it you're after?
Curious? Then stop hiding. The rain-slick streets are looking more and more the same. The weather is malfunctioning, and the moisture regulator is shot, and the failing gravity is doing strange things, playing strange tricks. Mari Chrysium's feet are wet. She's afraid. She's falling right into a trap that feels like it's in every direction at once.
You can't trick me.
Lunatera dodges at the last second, or was never there. If Saturn bleeds into the narrative, then Lunatera's trick is having a real habit of interrupting the story just when it's getting good. Good thing she'll never know how much Saturn and Pluto think that's cool. I have eyes too, Lunatera. Don't think gravity alone is enough. Saturn swipes again. Lunatera wouldn't be hit by such a thing, but she isn't ready for the dripping, sparkling neural lightning. She misjudges the distance, the unsureness of gravity. Mari Chrysium sparks and bleeds from her left arm. Lunatera swings her spear, crushes the string of pearls to the ground. It crumples, then darts away, lost in the mist. Saturn's worse off, but her machine will fix itself, and the poison in Mari Chrysium's system is only getting worse. You almost got me, but not quite. Is your game off a little today, Lunatera? I thought you were going to be serious.
You're going to have to do a lot better than that if you want to see me serious.
You're misunderstanding. I'm going to cheat. You're the one who has to take this seriously. How is that arm feeling? Still sparkling? Still gooey? It doesn't take that much, you know. Have you been cleaning your system regularly?
What kind of fight are you looking for?
A one-sided fight where you try your hardest and still lose.
Haha. Looking for payback?
No, who cares about that? It's for you. Because you love getting owned.
Huh.
You're never holding back. There's no way I can beat you. You're even stronger than any story anyone's told about you. You always win and no one touches you. If ship self-fights were life and death, that'd make you a genius. But they're not. And they're made in the image of plastic toys to fight like plastic toys. So, well, that makes you an idiot for not playing along and being honest.
Ha! Ha ha ha!
You'll save a lot of time if you give in and say I'm right now.
If you beat me for real, that'll be all the answer you need.
Stoic to the last, but that's great. Your holding out on me is actually kinda delicious. When's the story gonna tell me what's happening? And let me hear all about the static in your joints, the trembling in your mask, your slackening grip? I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to know. Lunatera knows that it's true. Saturn can't sense where she is at all, but she knows immediately that Lunatera knows she knows. Tell me all about that, and I promise, without any hate or fear, I'll listen. You don't believe me, but I promise, I won't laugh or hurt you. I can see you, so you can escape, if you want. I'll let you keep that little bubble, even, and the poison will wear off, but I want to see. Do you want to show me? Mari Chrysium crashes to the ground, skids along the wet streets of the colony. Her legs give out, and her arms are too weak to catch her fall. String of pearls lands gently. Right, but that's what these ships were meant to do. Even the electrotoxins are tingly, not painful, in a warm, numbing sort of way, like licking a battery with every part of your body. There's no way that Lunatera can stand up. As soon as she lets it all in, she falls in a mess, totally defeated. Oh wow, you really did it?
Huh.
You got so quiet. You're so well trained. You're the big, strong ace, but you shut down so quickly. You really can't deal with me at all. Why is that?
Didn't you say you weren't going to bully me?
I'm showing all possible restraint. You really did make it hard. I thought you were kind of cool. You really acted like you knew what you were doing. Even though you were so scared.
Leave me alone.
Oh no, baby, but you love this. You're looking forward to it. I can see right through you. These ships are meant to touch. If you never lose, you never let anyone in. Thinking of this as losing at all is actually kind of sad. You want to give this all up and drag me home? Are you really sure? Lunatera, you really ought not to not lie to me so much. This smug, untouchable Lunatera that I used to hate, she's so boring. But the you that you don't want anyone else to see, that's a much better you. That's the you I want to see. Lunaterra is conscious of her own breath, of the unconscious pulsing rhythm of her ship self, which trembles, and not just from the electrotoxin. She really can't move in any sort of effective way, but what she's feeling isn't fear, or even helplessness. It's anticipation. If she thought that she trusted Saturn as much as anyone else, not at all. Now that she has no choice, she's surprised. She trusts Saturn so much, even knowing exactly what she wants to do. Saturn plucks the broken reactor out of Mari Christium's hands and tosses it away like trash. And I will. Now that I have the power to peel your skin off and see it. I'm really happy. I never thought I'd finally get to see you like this, even though you're letting me. Little secrets just for me that the narration will never tell.
For you only.
So only I get to see you twitching and helpless? No one else knows?
Not telling. But it's just for you, so keep it ambiguous.
Got it. I could be straddling you and pinning you. That's certainly possible. But not for certain. I'm not saying anything definite.
You've got it. Thank you. I've got my pride.
Yeah? Your pride? Tell me about that.
It's worth a lot to me.
I'm worth even more, right? This route is so good, right?
I think
They're
we're
so good,
dying.
right?
I think we've killed Angel.
This is just like that one thing.
Do you get why this is my favorite route now?
It's so fucking good.
Uh-huh. And this is the first one I played. I felt like a very slight, vague disappointment that the other ones like weren't as good in my brain, but the other two are still like so good. And like other playthroughs especially have helped me like see how good that is. But I still love that. I still love it. I still love it so much.
This is just like pro wrestling.
Awesome, man.
I'm fine. There's a 2x4 waiting for me around the corner called.
That is true though, because sometimes I do see gift sets on Tumblr of the
of the fucking
like,
pin.
Yeah, okay. Yep,
Yeah. Okay, I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This is a Mercury
Oh, I just
one.
hit 1K channeling points because for some reason I haven't had your stream open as much as I'd like.
Oh fuck!
And it says I can redeem wrestling facts with your 1,000 points.
The 2x4.
Yeah, I also don't have very many points because I keep using it on wrestling.
The 2x4 with barbed wire wrapped around it.
I have so many points on Chips's stream, but on because like none of your rewards are things that I really want to redeem. But like on Angel's,
because I haven't actually set mine up. Yeah,
I'm
I still
always
need to draw some of the
facts.
assets.
Wait, how many potato chips do you have? You're checking, aren't you?
I have infinite free will bucks. It straightens my collar.
I have like 3,000 free will bucks, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the thing is I keep spending them on wrestling facts.
The thing is,
so
I simply must comply.
No, because okay, I'm Mercury, I guess, so I'll do subject RE, origin, Ganymede intercept. Do not read Saturn. Author, Bridge Information Officer Mercury. I'm completely uninterested in communicating with Iapetus in any capacity that's not technically. I know my boundaries, but you're very nice to worry. I know you're not jealous because you do respect me, but don't make me worry. It's what I like about you. I know you're worried for me, not about me, and I appreciate that, but I do want to clarify things so you stop asking me about it, even though it is cute and I do appreciate it. Really. I'm not just saying that. Please don't hear that in a passive-aggressive voice. But I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Is it okay that I believe in this? It's important to me that you understand that it's nothing to do with him. So I worry that means that you don't understand what it means for me. I don't believe humanity needs to be punished. I'm fine being human. But I think an important reminder is needed. Not alien in the sense of a foreign other that can bear all of our rage and hatred, but alien in the sense of casting our own features into relief. I think what we see as a result should shame us, but there are many things we need to see. You'll probably say you support me and believe in me. Thank you. But you'll also say that it means something to you, too. And that's really why I love you.
Is this an Iapetus?
Yep. Go for it.
String of Pearls final specifications. Iapetus message intercept. Celestial mechanics ship self-design. This is not what we talked about. Not by a mile. You know I don't actually have a moral compass that does not revolve around what's cool. So coming from me, just know that it's my professional opinion that I'm not even sure this is cool anymore. Creating a theoretical matter is not even hard under laboratory conditions, and in space it's easy to sustain it. But the creation of exotic matter like electrotoxins can get really not fun if you aren't careful. Since you hate fun, I already know that's not what you're after, and you don't have to level with me or anything, that's fine. But I do want you to know that this thing is basically designed to degenerate as quickly as possible. The reactor tends towards aversion, and that will require a pilot I really would not want to meet, and a piloting style that no one should ever do. Eventually, it's going to drag the pilot down, and that's going to be really weird and ugly unless they are immediately destroyed. Clearly, you want that. I mean, you've said so. But if they're going to have so much fun, let me try to convince you that you should set a self-destruct in there. Maybe something cool will happen when she everts and the ship self keeps her anchored in space-time to mess everything up. If it's not, don't you want a backup option?
Saturn, I would love it. Just love it.
Yeah?
If you messed everything up this time.
Ellipses. Is this reverse psychology? Did I really reduce you to that? I'm a little impressed by your persistence in nagging me, but now I feel like I'm feeling like I pushed you to your limit.
Shut up. As always, I am serious.
Messing things up is literally the only thing in the world no one has ever needed to specifically tell me to do. And you keep yelling at me when I do.
I've been looking into Iapetus's work on the Aversion Project.
Oh. How much do you know?
More than you now. Of course, it was always suspicious that Iapetus decided to support us. He was very insistent in his interest in taking humanity to the next stage. As if that is why any of us wanted to connect with this so-called existential threat. People who already had everything on Earth couldn't possibly understand.
They just want even more for themselves.
That's what I thought too. Iapetus's plan is very attractive to certain factions in Memorial Foundation. Certain factions in Memorial Foundation really liked the days when humanity was united against the existential threat.
Except aliens aren't real? Okay, they're an nth-dimensional shadow cast by the gravitational impression of human culture in space-time, but that makes them a few shades sort of real and much less dangerous than their cousins on Earth. And even those are so weak kids with radios can take them out.
Yeah,
Kids with radios.
the fucking...
The Summer Scouts.
Yep.
The meaning of this parable is that there is no devil.
Yeah.
Anyways, Pluto wiped them out. That was the whole plan. Since humanity doesn't care about them anymore, they'd never expect that we would find a way to avert our tidal reactors and become the aliens ourselves.
The only alien is what's alien to us, and that's fundamentally humanity. We're aliens to ourselves, f of x, that which is human that humans are not.
And?
Iapetus isn't going to give up everything he has for that.
Do you think he's lying about wanting to?
I think he's lying about himself wanting to. I think he's happy to let us complete the project and go home. Because he'll have exactly what he and the rest of humanity is longing for.
Scapegoat.
Ah!
Someone to be an
He's
alien.
coming!
Someone to be an alien humanity could guiltlessly fight against.
Who let fucking Jack Perry in here?
It's, for the record, basically what Renee Girard said. Anyway. Yes. I'm fine with abandoning Earth. It hasn't given me anything. Chips?
Oh fuck, sorry. Spaced out.
Sorry.
But not on his terms.
Not ever.
Don't worry, Mercury. I've got a plan. No matter what, it won't go his way.
I'm really fine in not thinking about any kind of wrestlers.
That seems true.
Oh my gosh.
And this is true.
This is true. Becoming stars. The Lagrange colony is an uninhabitable husk. But Cradle's Grace still clings to it. Quite literally. Pluto's dream might collapse under its own weight. Or crush Saturn under it. The whole colony?
It's so refreshing to see you surprised for once, Saturn. I'm soaking it in.
Huh, Mercury. But seriously? She wants me to stop Cradle's Graces from taking the entire colony out of the Lagrange point? Why? Why would they do that? Why would we care enough to stop them from trying? The colony should just rot. It's over. There's nothing left there.
Cradle's Graces wants those memories to live again. We need to discard Earth completely and start something new. It's an anchor pulling us back home. The success of opening the gravity well on the moon will depend completely on how much it's holding us down. Even weak gravity like that.
That's more than just stopping her, then. Do you want me to destroy the colony?
That's the mission, yes.
Not that I'm not the greatest, but isn't that basically impossible for me? It's huge. There are smaller moons.
Do your best, then. The less memories, the better. I thought you didn't have any problems, that the colony should just rot?
It's a funny joke. We both went through the same shit. Don't ask me that. Every happy memory is made retroactively disgusting by the sort of person Iapetus turned out to be. I hate him so much. I will never get over how much.
Saturn?
Yes, Mercury?
Then why are you still pretending to be with celestial mechanics?
Why are you doing this is the real question, Mercury. You know him like I do, so why are you still here? I apparently have enough power to destroy a colony, and I can ditch him whenever I want. Leave Celestial Mechanics, take Ganymede, I'll protect you. I'll make sure there's a good future in the end.
You will absolutely will not be fine if I leave. Of course I don't trust him at all, but he wants what I want. It's what you want too. I can't trust him on anything else, but I can trust him on that. Even if he's just doing this for his own gain, with some other agenda in mind, he's really going to give us this. Ugh, disgusting. That's what I fell for, so stop reminding me. That's why I trust you too, of course, even though I shouldn't. I know you won't accept anything less than what you want. If you can get even half of that, it'll be more than enough for me.
In physical space for the future. Celestial mechanics advances. Pluto hesitates because she's not ready for this kind of fight, and Saturn is. The colony shines like a star until you're right on it. Then it looms, impossibly large, a translucent sphere, a drop of water suspended in space. Glistening beneath the drop of water, past the clouds that form in its crumbling artificial atmosphere, to the strange haze that seeps from beneath the crumbling streets, it's possible to make out the fading light of the colony's collapsing systems. A massive jewel, like a clean slice taken out of the earth, and floated in space until its gravity formed it into the tiniest planet. Even a tiny world is still a world. Who can touch this? Move it even by an inch? Much less move the Earth by an inch. Pluto drifts slowly in orbit around the colony, waiting. Waiting. Oh, DC is when you come home. I'll be waiting. I'm sorry, Epic the musical brain rot. Even you don't know what to do sometimes, huh? I'm kind of stumped too, if I'm being honest, but sorry. Destroying it sounds way easier than whatever they're trying to make you do. The string of pearls skates along the outer edges of the colony's ice set. Along the outer edges holy
You got
fuck.
this.
The outer edges of the colony's ice and atmosphere. She's having fun. She's playing. For just a moment, Pluto wonders what she's doing here.
Oh no, Saturn. I'm happy to see you, but I was hoping that I might be able to convince you to help me take it away.
Oh yeah? What made you think that?
For the same reason you thought you could convince me.
Because you like me? Or because you don't care for your side that much either?
I care about all of us left here in space.
Amazing that you actually honestly do. But that's not what I asked, huh? There's a lot of ways to care about everyone up in space. Dragging a colony out of the Lagrange point yourself is one way to do it. There's another way to care about everyone up in space. You can show it by destroying this place too.
You're saying that would free us from the past? But it won't make those memories go away. We're making something out of them, so that time and pain won't be wasted. This is important to me, and I'll fight for real over it. Don't look at me like that. You'll make me sad. You really don't need to be the one to tell me, because I already know I'm doing something super dumb. I wonder, what do you want? Why you think you can get it from me? It's just going to be a fight. Is that what you're after?
String of pearls presses its heel into the ice of the colony's atmosphere. Yes, even more so now. Didn't they teach you about sunk cost fallacies in the academy? Memories should just be memories. That's why you kind of make me mad sometimes.
I've been having this feeling that you're gonna do something way dumber and scarier than just fight me. Am I right? Because after I already said that there wasn't anything you could do, after you were shaking and afraid from just being close enough to see me, it looks like I can trust you to come right back no matter how much I try to warn you. And trust you to come back twice as much.
Wasted on protecting this pointless ball of scrap. Whoever is ordering you around has no idea what they're doing.
You're so right. But I'm still not going to let you, though. Let you through.
Wasted on Cradle's graces in general. And the rest of humanity, too.
Don't try to push my buttons like that. I won't think it's cute. It's a lot of work to be a human.
Trying to be cute. I mean it. just more for some humans than for others. You're not mad at the humans who got to be human for free?
It's a privilege to be human.
Have you forgotten why we're here? Because humans who wanted to be more human took the least human of us up here to see how much more human they could be. And now they want to throw you away after they learned everything they could from you. Don't you resent humanity? I do. What do you do when someone says you can't have something? Do you think you should work twice as hard until you earn it? I don't. I want to smash it until no one can have it.
No, you're just like Lunaterra.
Ugh, please don't say that. You're merciless.
It's in a good way.
Even then, don't get me wrong, it just depresses me to see you wasted on all them. You should be having fun.
You know, I wish I would come here just for that. Just to have fun.
Good! Have fun with me! I know you want to show me mercy. Lab rat to lab rat. Mutant bitch to mutant bitch. That's not what we need though, is it? I want to see the you that's having nothing but fun. I'm still getting used to this body, but I think I can still surprise you with it. And you'd like that, right? Cutting loose with no gravity to tie you down?
I think about that every day. It's so tempting. You've got to be ginger with the universe, you know, Saturn. Now that you're this strong, you've got to be careful. So much can go wrong.
Very careful with the universe you love. You don't have to hold back with me, though. Aren't I the only person you can go tide to tide with, holding nothing back?
It's a big promise.
I don't want to come off as full of myself, but I don't want you to underestimate me either. Plastic girl to plastic girl, I wouldn't patronize you like that.
It's tempting. But I wonder if you're really ready? You wouldn't mind getting your ship shelf broken and dragged back for the Cradle's Grace's Dream Lab to do who knows what to.
Is that supposed to sound bad?
You really are. Oh, fine. I'm gonna start easy, okay?
They've flirted enough, so neither is in the mood to lie. So no holding back. A lie to others about how strong you are. And no mercy. A lie to yourself about how strong someone else is. When Pluto opens her arms wide enough for her gravity to condense, pull, and tear through space, she's trusting Saturn can handle the pressure. She has faith Saturn will outdo her. Saturn meets Pluto's expectations, with just a little bit of convulsing and shuddering. Then she exceeds them by darting like a bullet, a little hot arrow of danger, just as dangerous to the touch. Crude Macula is a big target, but Saturn isn't going to be lazy this time. This is the time to be precise, to throw everything in on the vector she's flying along, to not let Pluto's tidal forces budge her a millimeter, which is good, because even then, she only barely grazes Pluto. Pluto's faster than you could ever imagine. The universe moves away, bending to not hit her, with tides that say, oh, coming into orbit is fine, but no touching. That you have to work for. That Saturn dared anyway is very poor of her. The burn on Crude Macula where Saturn's light passed over Pluto stings only a little, but it was close. So Pluto takes her seriously and grabs the string of pearls by the tail, flings her into the colony's surface, and dives after her. Saturn is basking in the bounty of attention. It requires all of Pluto's gravitational forces to keep her contained. The string of pearls makes her feel like goo, like a cartoon, like a liquid, and with it, she's as slippery as an untouchable too. Others would shatter under the pressure. The string of pearls bulges and squishes. Pluto pulls and pushes, trying to force her into a space that will sit still long enough that she can deal with it. Saturn squeals in excitement, until she can stop giggling long enough to push Pluto off with an electric burn. Pluto can't help but laugh, too. It's funny how much nothing is working even though she's trying as hard as she can. That makes her want to work as hard as she can. Lab-grown girls know. That-cultured girls know. Carefully indoctrinated, carefully raised, special gifted girls. They all know. Heroes want to hold us, but we don't need them at all. Rather than bandages and kindness, a string of pressing wounds together is the medicine we need. No boy who wants to heal your wound is worth the one that'll tell you your wound is there. I can't believe it.
Me neither.
I really thought I'd actually be the one beating you.
You didn't lie, though. You really could endure it. All of it.
The colony is much worse for wear. Saturn shouted against it many, many times. Pluto broke across it a few times, too. It's shaking at the Lagrange point.
You won, even though you lost. I had a lot of fun. I wouldn't have been able to have it with anyone else. I'm glad I trusted you to not lose.
Told you.
Good girl. I should never have doubted one of us.
Thank you, thank you.
We did our best, had the most fun we could have.
When we get to the moon, don't forget. Hi, Kitty. We could keep having fun just like this. If you let me show you the way.
The quickest, most efficient, instantaneous, unavoidable way to kill a human. The most boring possible way to pointlessly die. No drama, no meaning, no nothing.
I will fight forever to keep that precious thing alive.
So I will tell you a little secret. Ready?
Hang on, I'm doing my Duolingo.
Day
Day
7.
seven.
Day 7. Day 7. I'm doing my Duolingo.
Gay 7. Hi, kitty cat. Hi. Kitty, I can't. The fuck, I'm so sleepy, but we're in the last 3 days.
You got this.
Give a second. Pinto.
Why do you do just mute yourself? Like, Chips is just gonna be talking solo for. Oh,
No,
I
but
guess
I have
no,
to
'cause
click.
You're the one. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry, I'm used to like Chips and I are replaying, and you're not.
Ow. Just let you do your fucking Duolingo for a little bit while I stretch my knee outwards in a different direction. With a kitty in my arms because she decided to climb in my arms.
Gato.
She's right here. Why does my knee hurt, bro? That's so weird.
Let's correct the exercises you missed. Musicals. Okay, one more. Cool.
Route installation complete. New OS in operation. Celestial Mechanics fleet collecting in the orbit of Earth's moon. Request for assistance received. Ignore. Awaiting manual input of mission parameters. Assist Cradle's Graces and Celestial Mechanics with the opening of the gravity well and changing gravitational constants to make conflict with Earth possible. Mission created. Get in as much trouble as possible with the Memorial Foundation Ace. Mission created. Calculating gravitational slingshot data from server hack. Ready for launch? Yes. Accepted. Normalizing gravitational slingshot effect. Prepare for immediate launch to Earth's moon.
That's so cool. She's her own master now, baby.
Subject: Why children? Origin: Memorial Foundation Space Program Documentation. Author: Director Nix. They aren't children anymore, but when they were pilots, they were, for all the obvious reasons that children are more suited to be pilots than adults. Since the decline of the space program, there have been fewer and fewer waves of new recruits, and the current pilot generations have no successors. Adults are serving as pilots because there are no longer any children in space, and adults should not have to serve as pilots. It would be cruel to send children to fight a war so that adults don't have to, especially as adults have far more powerful tidal forces than children. In their physical and metaphorical manifestation, tides are the measurement of the authority that culture has over the universe, the light of the soul that turns all impossible things into our dominion. The gravitational forces of children are weak enough to perceive and engage the existential threat without obliterating it instantly, and as a cancer that exerts a subtle influence on the back of our unknowing minds, they are suited to protect us from it. For this reason, Memorial Foundation has pushed against traditional cultural institutions for engaging existential threats with this more humane practice, due to the resiliency of children and detrimental long-term affects contact with existential threats has on adults in the vast majority of cases. In some exceptional circumstances, contamination lingers in children. Their gravitational forces never achieve sufficient power to extinguish the existential threat without resistance. Without the tidal force to challenge other adults, they remain in limbo, unsuited to anything else. The remaining small percentage of the original pilot program that continues to reside in space is made of such cases.
Oh, Memorial. Oh, wait. What? Do I do this one?
Let's give this to you. Yeah,
Cool.
Angel, this is you.
New aversion proposal. Memorial Foundation Central Classified Extract. Memorial Foundation Celestial Mechanics. Thank you. I'm no different from my former colleagues. I think we all want the same thing, ultimately. Every one of us. I'd implore you to be forgiving of them, though not of their methods. Many of us are thankful for the ending of the Cold War. The paranoia and suspicion that accompanied the strength of the existential threat in this world as it fed on the trauma and malaise and discontent of the world after the war. But I think some of us must have some reservation about the future. In abandoning existential threats to address the threats of our home, it will inevitably result in us turning to conflict between humans once more, and in turn, the existential threat will thrive. We are looking for the smoothest, most uncontested future. I won't lie. This will not ensure happiness for everyone. In fact, it may be difficult to understate how much it will ensure the opposite for what we will ensure are very few. But what I'm proposing will ensure the maximum happiness for the maximum number of people. And what else can we do?
Oh, this is a conversation I was talking about with
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Do you think about Neith still?
That's out of nowhere. I think about them every day, obviously. They're the reason celestial mechanics exists. First, to understand what happened to them. And then, because we couldn't stop thinking about it. And how to make what happened to them happen to us.
We still don't know what it was exactly. They had us all get together to reach through space and time and contact the existential threat, wherever it came from. To make sure that it truly had been defeated for good. I think they were really hoping it wasn't. We felt the same, especially us who never got to fight yet. We reached together as far as we could.
And Neith reached farther than anyone. I didn't think it would have been them before anyone else. I didn't know them.
Did they reach too far?
Or what?
Or something reached to them?
What's the difference? In the end, they got it. Whatever it was. Are you having second thoughts?
Maybe. They were the only one. I always wondered why that was.
Were they special?
In a good way or a bad way?
Were they chosen?
What would be the criteria?
We know it's none of that, though.
Just a lonely, unchosen child. Without so little presence in this world, they fell into another one.
That's how it is. The only trick is how to do it on purpose.
That's just it. Are we too attached? I want to be something new and share it with everyone. Am I too heavy for the apple?
Thin line between falling into inverse because you have hope and because you don't have any left. You should be glad it's not so easy, you know? Plastic versus metal. Earth has promised to let the children of space sort themselves out for now, but their machines of war guard the way back home, just in case. When Saturn and Lunaterra meet in a chance encounter, the true terror of humanity stares them down. Spinning up tidal reactor. Frequency double checks. First turn.
100%.
Frequency double checks. Second turn.
Stop and spin them again.
From 0? Again? Where were they at?
99.9999%, but it doesn't matter. They should be at 100%, so we're spinning them again.
Curie, if I go out and die, it's not going to be because we didn't quintuple check every reactor pulse.
Saturn, this time, please, could you listen for once? No matter how useless I...
Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you again.
No matter how useless I know that telling you this is, I know I say this over and over, but can you listen? Seriously, tell me you're not going to be risky this time. It's not a game anymore. This mission is different. It's not ship self to ship self. Those troops are real weapons from Earth, designed for threats that are real, not existential. They're perfectly capable of killing. They're designed for no other purpose. That's not even going to be an issue, though, because your orders are strictly to observe and not get remotely close enough to engage. They won't leave stationary orbit around the near side of the moon. They're Earth's insurance plan, and we can ignore them as soon as we make sure that's all they're doing. Don't joke about dying. That can happen. It won't if everything is perfect and you do exactly what you're supposed to do. It finally matters this time, and you...
Curie. Mercury, please. Well, I'm actually really sorry, Mercury. I didn't mean to make you worry. I didn't mean to make you really worry for real. I promise I'm not trying to die, okay? I promise, okay? Making poor choices about who to kiss and what to do isn't the same thing. I listen to you when it's for real, okay? I wouldn't cross the line. You're my friend. No one else. No one else is worth you. You're the most important. We've been through too much. I wouldn't ever, ever go back or throw everything we've got away. You know that, right? Sorry I'm acting like I forgot. Mercury, hey, say something.
You idiot! Give me a minute. Damn it. I'm going to act like I tricked you. I was going to get to feel smug, making you think everything was serious, and I was going to lord it over you. But now I'm crying, asshole!
Aww. Sorry. Sorry about me, but I love you too, don't worry. Risk of dying, tearing that machine to pieces. Celestial mechanics advances. Hi again, kitty. Whoa! It seems almost like it can't be a coincidence, bumping into you again. Fancy seeing you here.
A likely story, but please stay down. It's closing in. That thing wants to murder us very badly. It wants to kill.
Aren't you itching to fight it? The autonomous military unit is waiting for opportunities, it seems, but it's really just reacting to conditions and responding with protocol. It's inevitability, gravity, law. Humans can be pretty unambiguous, which is why if you want something done precisely, you must teach it only a sliver of what humans know. If you want someone dead without complication, you need to remove the nuance first.
It doesn't have any kind of morality system or decision-making process. It's very non-discriminatory. Just gravity and nothing else. It's a gun and not much else. So maybe you should stop harassing it so much?
That's annoying though. I want to bully it. I promised that I wouldn't tangle with something if it was really life or death. But now that I'm here, I'm too tempted. I just absolutely want to tear it to pieces. Completely destroy it like it wants to destroy me. You ever feel like that? Even when you're terrified?
Especially then, but it's not worth fighting. Not at all, even a little. It's like fighting gravity or a whole planet. What can you call winning against something like that? There are a million more. You can't have a real argument with something like that. They send autonomous troops because they didn't want to have one in the first place. It just goes to show they really don't care what happens to space or anyone in it. Or they do, and they want this badly to believe that they don't.
I hate this, but that makes me wish I could crush them even more. Sorry. There has to be a way, right? Unlike a ship self, the autonomous military unit doesn't have a shape that remotely resembles a person. There's no need for that, obviously. You would give something a human shape only if you wanted it to be able to express the fullness of being a human. War has never been fought like that. Military technology is designed to narrow available resources in order to efficiently execute a single specific function. Giant robots have never been practical for war. What is necessary is a single vector pointed in a certain inflexible fixed direction. The autonomous military unit may not look human, but it is human. A single uncomplicated human thought. Die.
I'm worried that telling you this will just encourage you, so I shouldn't. It feels like a bad idea. But they're not invincible or almighty against us, even if they're incredibly overwhelmingly powerful. Especially here in the liminal zones of the moon, but not ever, not anywhere.
To hear even you get mad about it. I understand the math. We're risking our lives and our personhood and they're not. It's very one-sided. Humans are cowards. And that makes me want to fight even more.
I'm saying it's not worth it. The statement will be lost on Earth. They've got an endless number of drones.
You can destroy them, right? I'm not asking if there's a point. I don't care about that. I'm asking if we can. Let me know how you did it, right? Because you have.
You really don't know, Saturn. You just don't. And you never will. You can wish and fight, but Earth will never let us go. 9.8 meters per second squared is what we are bound to. Your weight and mine are nothing compared to that speed. We can't even scratch the surface. But you are right, it was stupid. But when I was with Cradle's Graces, I destroyed one. Pluto made me promise to never risk my life over something like that again.
That's a huge brag. But given all that, kind of a crazy thing to do. Why? Not that I think it doesn't rule.
I was feeling the same way you were feeling. Pure spite. I'm not quite as bad anymore. At least I'm trying not to be.
I know that feeling. It's easy to bet your life when you don't care whether you lose it or not. If we fight together, They'll be betting on each other.
It doubles the risk, and there's still no point.
Is there really no point to it, though? Useless, okay, that's true. But not pointless. You are so clever, Lunatera, but you have outsmarted yourself. Now you are believing there is no meaning against fighting against that blind and unstoppable force. I definitely know what battles I want to fight. The seamless eye of the autonomous weapon fixates on their location. This doesn't give it time to get inquisitive. Saturn's closing the distance, cheating distances. It reflexively attempts to close distance too, but its calculations seem to be constantly just off.
Saturn, come back! What did I say?
Were you listening to yourself? Aren't we doing this? Are you gonna prove my point or what? It's no big deal for you, right? You've done it before, right? That'll be twice as easy now. So don't make me fight it alone. That'll be fucked up. I'll be heroic if it's the two of us, so come on, enable me. Don't you want me to not end up like you? Don't you want to not end up like you? The autonomous military unit is extremely simple. It fires a simple burst of metal directly at the cockpit. Particle unaffected by gravity, instantly lethal. It takes all the drama and expression out of fighting. The ultimate anticlimax. That's why true combat is ugly, arbitrary, horrifying. A struggle for power in absolute terms. Not a romance, like fighting in a perfect body can be.
It's only because you did something so stupid that I'm joining you.
A blue, elusive streak. Unmistakable but impossible to pin down. Follow Saturn. Ha ha ha! Liar! Fake! Hypocrite! You've never smiled as much before as you are right now. Against even a single autonomous unit, not dying starts out hard and keeps getting harder. Saturn can cheat the distance. It's the reason she isn't instantly dead. Their targeting is flawless and predictive, based on clear indentations made in space-time culture by gravity. But Saturn just cheats. Every time she changes the map. And every time it adjusts to correct. And keeps getting smarter. And harder. Still, Saturn does the math better than it can. Lunatera will die if she thinks to herself about what's happening, for even a single second. So she doesn't. She verbs instead. Do this. Do that. Make it real. Make it happen. Don't think or blink. Simply and possibly. Always be doing. Always be being. Don't get hit and never die. Something like life or death to remind you that being alive is great. And in that state, you can become indefinitely capable of fighting tooth and nail no matter what. When Mari Chrysium's hard light slugs hit the unit's chassis, it miscalculates, dips in motion, but it's undeterred. It can endure much more than that. Lunatera respects that, and fires 12 dozen more, as point blank as possible. No time for mercy, so increase the output. More than should be possible. Defensive insulation keeps it protected from the string of pearls' electrotoxins. All the string of pearls can leave is a series of bleeding, oozing, hot pink pinpricks. Nothing but scratches. Until there are so many of them, they aren't just scratches anymore. There's no limit to how mean she can get. But something else fighting like this. I wasn't ready.
You're doing amazing. You're unreal. You have to be, otherwise you're dead. So don't let up, don't stop, keep going. It's the only way. Every approach and hit counts. You've got to be perfect.
The autonomous military unit is fast. Faster than either of them. But it isn't faster than coincidence. It's not fast enough to predict someone who is not even thinking. And it's not faster than cheating. Saturn works her whole hand into its guts and comes out with a fistful. Has dozens of redundant components, designed to withstand unreal trauma and continue fighting, but there's a slight delay as the failsafe switch circuits. That moment is time enough for Lunatera to plunge her iridescent blade into flailing sensors that burn into white light. Even torn in half, ripped both ways apart by a division of light and dark, undone, the autonomous unit still moves. The only way they will win is to be completely thorough. Pull the guts out every which way, never show mercy, and never let go, until they've bathed in it head to toe. At the end, they don't even realize when the moment came that they were still alive, that they had won.
Are you finally satisfied? God, it was worse than I remembered. No idea how I did it alone.
I feel incredible. Beyond satisfied. If I didn't feel almost dead, I'd be begging you to do that all over again.
I knew it'd just encourage you. Shows the good it did.
You know, Lunatera, I'm fighting. No matter what. No matter who wins. I know the best I can hope for is half of what I want. But I'm not here for a realistic outcome, even if that's all we get. I'm just going to fight, forever, with perfect greed, until I get everything.
I don't know if I can be that cool. But when it comes down to it, I won't stop either.
Date 8.
Day 8.
Gay 8.
Date. Just a moment, sorry.
This is another Memorial Foundation, so it's me. Why
Go
children?
nuts.
Pilot program training documentation leaked. Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Archives. By the end of the space program, with recruitment having stopped almost a decade before the official decommissioning of the space program, all the pilots had become adults. Yet they were recruited as children and spent the fiercest years of fighting against the existential threat as children. Much like criticisms levied at the scout programs on Earth, it was a motion that Memorial Foundation considered heavily in deciding how to recruit their pilots. Children have no special piloting qualities, with much weaker tidal authority than adults, who of course have the tidal authority to engage other adults. Adults would be stronger, more powerfully able to use ship selves. Much more so, the beloved and chosen adults rather than the discarded and flawed children that were chosen. On Earth, adults with much stronger tidal forces than children will destroy the existential threat before even comprehending it. And because of this, those threats are able to hide in the world and prey on those who are more weak, such as children, or those who are unchosen even as adults. Those who are strong enough should struggle with other humans, and those who are weaker protect the rest from the trivial threats outside humanity. Sustained contact with the existential threat often exacerbates this effect, and there is a cold, twofold reason for delegating who will and will not confront existential threats. Children and the unchosen bear the burden, so adults will not be worn away.
Everything is ready for you. I wish you had let me help you more.
Oh, it's because I'm looking at the stream instead. Why the fuck am I looking at the stream?
I don't know.
Skill issue.
You'll be fine back home.
Without a ship. I envy you a little bit. Piloting is for girls and jocks.
I feel vindicated.
Not my thing.
This is how wrestling can still win.
But I wish I was coming with you. Sometimes. A very, very tiny bit.
We are very different. But I love you. We're parts of the same thing. We wanted the same things. And I'll walk alongside you until we get them.
Really? You're not leaving? Possibly forever?
If I'm leaving, you're coming with me. If I stay, I'll bring you home. You know you can't rely on me for anything, but you can count on me for this. Promise. Promise. You
promise
Sorry.
with correct punctuation and capitalization?
So you know it's real. What else can I do to pay you back?
Nothing. I count on you for a lot, Saturn. The same way you count on me.
The acceleration due to gravity. Celestial mechanics and Cradle's graces have one thing in common, and that's escaping Earth's gravity. To do that, they need Saturn and Pluto to work together to corrupt the lunar gravity well. It's an opportunity for one to get the upper hand over the other, but they're not thinking about it politically.
How is the new equipment fitting?
It's not much weirder than how it was before. This mission really is a weird one, Mercury.
This was always the plan. You know that. The lunar gravity well is the anchor that all tidal reactors resonate with. It's how ship selves maintain their form, how colonies on other planets and orbital bases and ships maintain environments humans can survive in. Gravity in both literal and figurative senses is required for us to go live in space, and without it, we dissolve into the universe, become everything that humans aren't. There's a lot of that in the universe, if you've noticed. If we want to turn into something interesting and specific, we have to make sure that we're controlling the aversion process.
Is it going to work?
Probably not. I wouldn't trust Iapetus to do this right. There's nothing in it for him, so why should he care? When he lived on Earth, he had everything he wanted. He isn't like anyone else who came to space.
He's just flirting with the idea of transcending human limits for boring reasons, and only for his. There are no places left on Earth to conquer, so he wants to be the first to own the future.
If this actually works, I don't want to share it with him.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I told you I was playing this how I wanted, right? I'm not letting him have this. Saturn tempts Pluto to fall in with her. We're gonna get another conversation about Neith.
Woot.
On the lunar South Pole, the moon's first city glitters mundanely, so ordinary. It's hard to believe it's not just another site on Earth. The Lagrange colony was destroyed. The Ares colony was stillborn, but Earth's satellite is almost as much Earth as Earth is. So we have the authority to name Earth's satellite the moon. Part of our body, the native sphere, and not foreign unknown Luna. Even if the space program is ended, the moon will remain part of Earth, as it once was, before a cosmic event tore it from Earth. Reclaiming the moon was a historically and existentially important event for all of us. Except for this impossible tower on an impossible mountain in a point of eternal light, which is not so earthy yet. The gravity well is suspended directly above the tower's point, resonating with Earth, to keep every wayward human in space grounded. The moon has been taught almost all of the Earth's gravity, but not quite. There is still some possibility left.
You're quiet. Are you up to something?
What makes you say that?
The tilde, but also everything else.
Hey, I'm being very sneaky here. The string of pearls and chrome macula circle around the small, glimmering void of the gravity well. For all the good it might do, Celestial Mechanics and Cradle's Grace's capital ships are standing by. Just not too close. Who knows what could happen?
I should be suspicious, shouldn't I? I think you must have some sort of evil plan.
You should always be suspicious. I'm shifty. I'm here to get the upper hand.
Good. That's why I'm here too. Still, I don't mind if it's your evil plan that finally succeeds, as long as it's yours.
Trying to fluster me. Try harder. I mean, it is working. I just want to get flustered more.
You're in a really good mood. So I'm extra worried. More worried to be working with you than all the times fighting you. Not in a bad way, though.
The gravity well is a massive engine, and it is very stable. To destabilize it is very dangerous, to everyone and everything, which is why they're opening it. The escorting operational platforms, from Cradles, Graces, and Celestial Mechanics, tonelessly coordinate with each other to instruct Saturn and Pluto on preparations, like exes that are forced to attend an event for their children together, because that's what they are. Now you're the one who's quiet. I was in a good mood. Did I tease you too much?
Oh no, I was just remembering something. Do you remember this too? We did something like this before, a long time ago.
We did? Together? I only saw you a little bit back on campus. It was a kind of weird time. You seemed really far away then. More so than now. And we weren't there that long. For the third generation, they wanted to kickstart the process, you know? Not a whole childhood of care and attention, but condensed, chemically assisted, cybernetic enhanced growth. They wanted us to go from nothing to perfect. I guess by that standard, we didn't fall as short as we could have. Unfolding dimensional cords. Begin torque acceleration.
They were hard times. You know, I was really bad at first, right? Not just terrible at all the classes, all the tests, all the work, but I wasn't obedient or likable either. I was super annoying. It still feels like that's me most of the time.
That can't be true.
Of course it's true. I wouldn't have tried so hard if I hadn't been like that at first. When I first got here, I knew I was lucky and should have been so much happier than I was on Earth, but everything felt wrong. It took a long time for those memories to turn happy. Containing stray particles, establishing net.
It's the opposite for me. At first, I loved being a science experiment, but I guess it would have been different for you. I didn't think about that. But you made it sound like we met each other before? Enabling physical canceller. Limit off.
I'm good at remembering people. There's not many of us, so it's not that hard, but I remember you. You looked like you started out perfect. You know, I was a little jealous of you. I'm not surprised you don't remember the one thing we did together. Everyone was there, and we were just thinking about what happened and not anything else.
Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, that. We were all there, so of course you were there. I didn't think about that either.
Nyx, Iapetus, and Europa all wanted the space program to justify its existence. Earth didn't agree. The alien threat was defeated with such ease that it wasn't even... the alien threat that we defeated with such ease wasn't even worth it. Just a shadow created by waves of humanity in space. A color and a light that fought us in... Yeah, sorry, I don't actually have this memorized the way I do We Know the Devil.
My bad.
Just a shadow created by waves of humanity in space. A color and a light that fought us and never came into focus. So they had us all come together over the gravity well, just like this, to see if we could pull whatever they were more fully into our universe. And then it went so wrong.
That was when the space program really ended, wasn't it?
We never should have done it. It was risky, and no one knew what they were doing, and everyone was desperate.
I don't know. Maybe Neith doesn't feel the same way. The tiny point of glimmering darkness in the gravity well sometimes shines in such a way that for a moment, it seems like there's something inside it.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. I can't blame them for what happened, though, either way.
Huh. Really, though? What do you mean, can't blame them? I mean, they were the one who gave in, right? While most people talk about what Neith did, what happened when they turned inside out in the light of the gravity well, it was as if it was a horrible accident. Not something they did on purpose. Why do you talk about it like it was?
I just had this feeling. I didn't really know Neith at all. No, maybe I should just be honest. For a second, I was thinking the same thing.
What if I jump in? I thought the same thing. We could have been like them. During the testing, when we saw the gravity well opening before us, we could have jumped in too, if we wanted to.
It was scary.
It was. But a lot of us looked at that, and after we thought, us too. And that was how celestial mechanics was born. That's the truth. Whatever Iapetus really wants aside, we have our own ideas.
It's amazing. I couldn't be so brave. When Earth looked at what emerged, they were filled with despair. So that's how I decided to feel too. After all, it was proof that the existential threat was the same thing it's always been, the same thing we've been fighting as long as humans have been humans. The shadow of possibility cast by us. That's what we know the devil quote.
That's what we know the devil quote.
The shadow
Awesome.
of the devil is the shadow of possibility cast by the light of man.
The meaning of this parable
Doves.
is that there is no devil.
There is no devil. Yep.
And now the weather!
And now the weather! The weather is scheduled for 94 with humidity tomorrow.
Neptune turns off the
Not
radio.
quite there.
Neptune.
Yep. The not quite there aliens we had fought for so long were just caused by our ripples in space-time. We only had ourselves to lose, and nothing to gain by fighting them. Where Neith went and what they became, only Venus knows.
How did you really feel in that moment before you told yourself otherwise? I'll tell you how I felt. I felt smug. I mean, I did everything right, and that loser messed it up. When I learned it was the end of the program, I was mad. But when they demoted me from piloting anyways, I realized I was the fool. It was an important lesson on not being a good girl.
Stabilizing reaction. Synchronity perfect. Hold until stable. I feel like I know you a little better now, Saturn.
Me too. In a new kind of way. Now you. What did you really feel? The gravity well opens. The reactor is turned inside out, from shining white to infinite black, drawing in all that is and emitting all that isn't. Yet, but with gravity itself. The way we have in the universe. That alone is all we need to touch.
Oh, there you are.
I knew we'd only get a moment to touch. Do you, maybe, think sometimes of falling in? Even you? You must have thought about it. Core resonance in perfect conditions, ready for full release.
Gravity well unbound. All stability checks nominal. Here it comes. Back then, I almost did jump in. I thought about it before it was happening. When they said, "You must not under any circumstances." It would make anything I couldn't do possible if I left everything I had behind. It's an awful paradox of a deal, but I wanted to do it so much I would have if Neith hadn't wanted it 1 second more. I've never told anyone that. You're really good at seducing people, Saturn.
If I gave you the chance to fall in again, would you?
Would you fall in with me?
Oh, just you wait and see. The gravity well shines. It is collapsing into a star. Everything is starting. The opening was peaceful, perfect, no problems. Yet there is a feeling, like the fluttering of wings deep down.
Venus.
Day 9!
Day 9!
Day 9!
Well then. I'm quite impressed.
You don't even sound surprised. With how much I fucked everything up? I thought I'd get to see you surprised for once. If you had this much faith in me, you shouldn't have got so mad.
I wouldn't be respecting you very much if I wasn't prepared with contingency plans. But I'm delighted to not need them.
Thought so. I used to think you knew everything.
Oh? Good to see you're understanding the fallibility of your superiors.
Now I understand it's because you just don't have any experience in not getting what you want. You always are sure deep down that it'll turn out for you.
You wound me. I'm no stranger to not getting what I want. The world would be a very different place if I did.
No, Iapetus. Not even close. You've never even come close to not getting what you want like I have.
Forgive me, then. If you put it like that, I'm certainly much closer than you. But that's the reason for this arrangement, of course. You will all get the bodies you wanted so much.
And Earth will have the villain it desires.
Ah. So you are that clever. What of it? It's still a mutually beneficial scenario. You and humanity will be so different from each other that you cannot possibly understand or communicate with each other. Both sides can fight each other with abandon until the end of time and never hurt those they love. You will have yours, we will have ours. If you have the will to abandon your own humanity, then abandoning the rest of the human race, who never cared for you in the slightest, should be trivial.
You don't know how relieved that makes me to hear. You really don't understand. Whether it's spite or love, no way I'm not sharing this gift. The fleets crash, ship self against ship self. In the shadow of the gravity well, none of it is visible from Earth. A quiet conflict, not a war, as had been stressed. It's more like a very pointed argument. Webweave quote.
Uh-huh.
It could be a conversation. If only they understood each other. And sometimes they do. It could be kissing, if they loved each other. And sometimes they do. With the gravity well open, unrestrained, they fight weightlessly, under the full weight of their own gravity alone. A truer way to fight than anyone has ever experienced before. To fight with one's own self, and the full weight of one's gravity, and the hollow weight of inverse is the only time this will be possible. Our true power, unrestrained. Celestial mechanics simply takes advantage, when no one else is looking. Celestial mechanics made no plans to win. After all, there's no way to win in this sort of conflict. The winner only has to prove a point. The way the celestial mechanics accomplishes this is simple. True to themselves, without the weight of gravity tying them to Earth, tying them to orbit, holding them in their human forms, what happens next is the natural result. And that's what proves their point. It isn't immediately clear anything is wrong. It happens naturally, as a consequence of truly unrestrained conflict, each one climbing to the top, seeing how far their limits are, and realizing, suddenly, there aren't any. When the first pilot sends her reactor's limits past the theoretically possible range, her reactor reverts, and what only existed deep inside is now the face she wears. A perfect, unbelievably true self. So true that it cannot exist even in orbit. Until she's joined by another, and another. In unison, their gravity holds them together.
Good job, Saturn. It's exactly how I imagined. Not having second thoughts, are you? It's everything you wanted. And it will be good for Earth as well. Your infection of the gravity well was perfect. And you will successfully fuse with your ship self, just like you wanted. It's for our happiness too, of course. Humans will get to live as humans, aliens as aliens, as enemies mutually agreed upon with no possibility of communication or reconciliation, and no conflict or guilt on our own sides. Humanity shouldn't externalize all of their problems, but I think we can still manage progression with most of them. And with your hands already sunk into the gravity well, I should tell you it's technically too late. Things will take care of themselves from here. And thanks to your actions, I have had more than enough time to prepare for re-entry.
Fun fact, Iapetus is censored like that specifically so that people would not sexy man him.
That's base.
It won't be that easy for you to ditch us.
Not so. I still find you all so fascinating, leading such beautiful lives. I have regrets, of course, but I have a real world to get back to.
I'm not having regrets either. I'm only mad about how much you're underestimating me. Because you think I'm satisfied in only getting what I want. Not greedy enough for more. Saturn breaks open her circuits.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the aversion starts immediately. She can feel the gravity well pulling her inside out. The secret within humans to be pulled into the floor. She needs it, but not just yet.
I wonder what it is you think you can do at this point. You've already conceded. Unless you're hoping for some reconciliation between humanity and the alien. That is, by definition, impossible.
It must not be too impossible, or you wouldn't be training all your weapons on me.
Well, I am impressed because I finally have no idea what it is you are doing. But just because I don't understand doesn't mean I'm not going to prevent it. You have no understanding of what the violence of actual combat is like under Earth's authority.
Rocha-Botera is equipped with certain features that allow it to divide and categorize. It's an abstract ability with a lot of applications, sophisticated and sinister, and the warren of Earth itself behind it. So Lunatera figures the best solution is to just shoot him. A lot. It's honestly a very good solution. Iapetus buckles, and whatever thing he thought he was doing, he isn't.
Huh. Easy.
That's because the hard part is coming next.
Promise?
Huh, you say that now? Well, thanks for going along, even though I didn't tell you anything.
I know how to make the best of a bad ending.
It's not anything worse than whatever you had planned, probably. So help me make it the best bad end we can find.
Pay attention or die.
The intent is lethal and simple, but the weight is not heavy enough to kill. The string of pearls tears a hot pink scar through space-time. His bullets can go there. You can come close enough to talk to me, you can come close enough to kill me. But I don't want either. I want to never see or know you throughout space and time.
Indeed. So complete the transition. If you remain human, you'll die. I can ensure it.
The autonomous military units come to his aid, but their sensors are off. Their movements are slow. Human gravity is losing its authority here, and their tools are useless. I could seriously really use a little bit of help here.
Well, if you're actually asking.
Pluto unfolds the rhythm. She decodes the sequence. Plates shift, engines hum, her eyes open. So she opens up her eye, her other, biggest eye, big enough to swallow it whole, and then she blinks, and swallows. She's got hungry eyes. Pluto's hands hold Saturn's tightly.
I thought you promised me no bad endings.
That's what I'm trying!
It might really be working. This already feels too good. I really know what you mean now. Do you have an answer?
I'm counting on you for it.
You think I know how to find the good future in all this?
You're a good person. I need you to be one, not just thinking about just about us, but the humans left behind too.
You think you wouldn't? I think you think too much of me and too little of yourself.
Iapetus has an answer. The story ends when the weapon that is designed without exception to kill does so, and forces a choice between one of two sides, human or alien. Two distinct and incompatible worlds. The mathematical model needs to be perfect. It needs to allow for exchanges of matter-light information without allowing for understanding or communication. This is an extremely easy calculation to create. It's the oldest narrative there is. It's the one that Earth has told again and again and again. Iapetus has an extensive library to draw from, starting from the first moment humans separated light from dark. There is a way, and fuck off with this. We don't want it. Saturn throws that narration out. Why should it work like that? Why not make up something different? Who says physics work this way? Who says the calculations turn out that way? Iapetus wants us to take the fall. For everyone. For the Earth. For us to scapegoat each other. I hate that. If our cores collapse, a world where anything is possible arises. And at the same time, we'll have closed off all the possibilities that make us human. The existential threat we always feared and hoped to unite us will be real. And we will finally have a real war. I want all of that, but I just want to add a little tiny bit extra to it. Iapetus wants to reduce the only information that will be possible to exchange between us to violence.
But you want for something different to be exchanged.
But we can't hurt each other, but that we can something else with each other?
It will have to be very small and very imprecise.
At least it'll be something different, you know?
There's no chance of going back to being human.
Not zero chance. Although we won't even remember what being human is so. It's pretty low, I guess.
That's good enough for me. Let's hope it's good enough for us all.
There's no limit to how big we can get. Size is a funny dream. It's relative. It doesn't have to matter anymore. It can be set like any other variable. As the gravity well draws matter towards it, even light, it emits a knot energy, a knot light, that can perfectly make up a body just as well as all that. Big enough to be equal to the Earth. Big and close enough to compete with the Moon. To anchor in space and time equal division between us. To be a new and separate world. The autonomous units are single vectors, prepared for human violence, and we can't be cheated like that anymore. Only sad humans can have their gravitational impression in the universe terminated by the extinguishing of their bodies. They'll have to fight us on our terms if they want to get rid of us now. The way humans should fight, with no fear of ending.
The consequences will be unimaginable. We aren't going to have selves or consciousnesses like we're used to having. That's what it means to give up humanity. We won't know who we are, and we might not understand or grasp each other anymore.
That's true. You might not know how true it is, it's so true. The final mystery of what is human, what is alien, ever shifting, for all ground reclaimed by humans lost to them. Humans have a lot. We'd only be able to imagine what it was like to be them.
Hey, it's not all bad though. Don't overestimate the human race. Do the math. If we lose how humans love each other, do you think there's ways to love each other that humans don't know yet? Do they really know every way there is to touch and know each other? Or is there still much more to learn too? Maybe we're only scratching the surface. There are many, many routes. We won't understand each other in the same ways, but we'll understand each other in ways we never could. And we will now write a new story, with our gravity, a new world. As we leave the level existence he insists on engaging us at, our tides push back, and Earth's tides, which no longer bind us, insist on him. What are you doing, hypocrite? You want to fight in the realm of heaven? Your place is on Earth. There's only to wander at now. The story's ending twists. You're far away, another space and time. Watch us in the sky, but never touch. Until you find your answer on Earth, you'll never touch heaven. You know, no matter how bad you are at being human, there's no other way to be. It's really disappointing, but it's simply true. We just can't think in any other terms. You can say you want to not be human, but can you actually make it happen? Forget even how to logistically, technically, philosophically make it happen. How do you blueprint it in the first place? Every time we try to imagine an alien, in the end it's just ourselves from a different angle, because all we have are human things. So the ambition to assemble them in an order that's alien to us is kind of inherently doomed. But that doesn't mean it's useless. Imagining that which is human, that humans are not. When I say I don't want to be human, what I really mean is, I can't stand being human like this. Emphasis on the like this. What I want instead is to be human like that. That was the beginning of the space dream. Everyone in the Memorial Foundation felt that way when they sent us here. And everyone on Earth who believed in us felt the same way. Let's be more human. How much more human can we be? That faith waned, maybe because they were jealous. Yet, maybe also because the direction we were taking in the future wasn't enough. Just another human that they didn't want to be. Or a sort of human they're scared of being. I don't owe them anything, but there's one more thing I can't stand. Not being seen for what I am. So choose to come with us, or choose to stay. But I won't be happy without them knowing what they're missing out on. Look up in the sky and see all the weird stuff we get to do with each other. And come join! Reactor collapse. Aversion event. The imp, always deep and always lurking, to turn inside out. Everything is reversed. Nothing is the same. Giving up everything that isn't real for everything that is. So now they can't touch each other, can't lie in bed with each other, can't get legs entangled with each other. Instead, they have ways of physically interfacing that aren't like anything we could imagine. Clouds of particles drift into each other. Maybe they touch through each other instead of just on the surface. It can be in a cold and gentle way, like through a ghost. Or maybe a warm and gross way, like reaching into guts. Smiles communicated in physical light. An embrace of psychedelic mind matter. Lazy sex in a morning bed, except the bed is curvature of space-time and sex is something so obscene it would make your mind implode to consider it. The ship cell fused to the hide, the gravity reactor to the flesh, because humans have sciences to distinguish the differences between those things, and these new aliens don't. They won't have arts or sciences, they won't know what the differences are, and they won't know what they mean, but they will understand the difference between many other kinds of things that we do not understand. A real hero would have turned out differently, but that's not who we are. Our ships have mouths now, and they open, and they can scream. There can be sound in space. Now our vibrations can touch the things that aren't there. Humans know it's time to flee. The threat from within is now without, as they desired. The moon is no longer hospitable, as alien and mysterious as it was long before it was possible to reach it. Can't speak or write, has other ways of communicating information. Can't use the old sense, has new organs for it now. Can't love in the old ways. There are new ways of having that too. Laying together in the stars? We can do that though. The metaphor translates. That's what this is, indisputably. And everyone is invited. Who wants to become a world and never touch Earth? That's a different world now. Their strange intimacy can touch us even now, longing to teach us and tell us what they've learned, what they share laughing without laughing with each other even now. They are so far away they cannot even be our enemies, but they will break our hearts. It's a lovely night tonight, perfect not for stargazing, because the light of the trinary system outshines them by far, but it's a perfect night to watch the three of them. Look, there's Lunaterra, the 2 and 1, rising, almost full. She almost outshines the moon, a bridge between the Earth and the moon no one can cross. The nebula cloud of Pluto is a shimmering, benevolent mystery, swallowing an eighth of the sky in a permanent sort of twilight. And the glittering twinkle of Saturn, that tricks the edge of your sight this way and that, always seeming to be in the corner of your eye, but hard to see directly, and making the boundaries of your heart and mind ever so thin. We lay out our blankets and watch until someone catches us, and we run. But it's all fun and games, until that day comes. They're waiting for us always. They just need 1, or 3, to reach out to them again. Even if it's just a fight, to touch them once again.
That's so cool. Fuck.
That's Heaven Will Be Mine.
Heaven Will Be Mine. It's a really good game.
It's a really good game.
It's a really good game.
It's so good.
It's a really good game.
I'm sorry to dip quickly as soon as we end, but I do have work in like 9 hours and I want to try to see if I can get enough sleep tonight.
Oh, fuck, yeah, of
That's
course.
so fair.
Thank you, Nagi Tokomaida, and thank you, Chips Eclipse.
Bye,
They're on the
guys. I
same
love
level.
you.
Bye, love you
Cosmic
too.
Saints. Bye,
Bye.
Chips. Man, fuck, that's really good.
It's a good game.
It's a good game. That's all there is to say on the matter. Until I think of more things. And some of them might not even be associated with wrestling at all. Maybe, if I try hard enough. I got really inspired by the, the fight scene between Lunaterra and Saturn.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck! It's just like this one other thing! Good game.
Good game.
Thank you for playing it with me.
Thank you for playing
voicing
it.
Thank you for voicing the character. I have so many Steam achievements. Hooray! Yippee, yippee, yippee! I just need 2 more. Which I'll do on my own time.
Yeah, one of them is betray as Lunaterra. What's the other one?
Get an
forgot.
Easter egg.
Oh, that's if you balance all of them.
Oh, okay.
If you balance all of them, you cannot. There is no true ending, but you do get a little Easter egg. Yeah.
Can
You
I
get
do
a little
both
like
at the
little
same
mini
time?
scene. Yeah, or probably. I don't know,
Okay,
but I would guess yes, or I would at least try it.
I could do it.
Yeah. Because if you
Efficient.
balance all of them, it gives you like a little bonus scene that's just like, okay, you can't actually balance all of them, you have to choose.
Nice try, idiot. This isn't We Know the
Yeah.
Devil.
Yeah, literally, yes.
Fucking good.
But I think that's like really fun in that We Know the Devil is the conflict is society.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing stopping them from like the thing putting them in conflict is just society.
Yeah.
Whereas in Heaven Will Be Mine, they do disagree with each other.
But they can also
about like
move
what
what
they want.
society is.
Yes. But they disagree about how to do that and yeah. But at the same time, in We Know the Devil, there are 3 bad endings and 1 good ending. And in
Yeah.
Heaven Will Be Mine, there are 3 good endings.
And no bad ending.
Yeah. Because ultimately, while they disagree with each other, all 3 of them want to create a better world.
Yeah, and all of the different routes are all very persuasive.
Yes.
When I was just playing, I had the first
Part of
sort
why-
of yeah. No, you go
I
first.
I believe I played Saturn's first, and especially like coming off of We Know the Devil, it was like I just like immediately gravitated towards Saturn, like because in many ways like the Saturn ending, the Celestial Mechanics ending, is the ending that like We Know the Devil is kind of advocating for, and that like it's going like what if everyone went devil, like wouldn't that be better? And I was sort of expecting that to be like yeah, exactly, like it's. Like what if we became not human anymore and fuck that shit? And I was surprised after that by how much the other 2 routes were also beautiful and persuasive to me.
Yeah. When the first route I had gone through was Memorial Foundation with Lunaterra, I was trying to conceptualize the wrestling AU in my mind. Not the AU where the Heaven Will Be Mine characters are wrestlers, but
I
wrestlers...
figured the one where the wrestlers are
the one with my guys.
Sure. Yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah. While I was thinking about it, I found that I was only ascribing negative ideals to celestial mechanics. Like, I was trying to conceptualize... Yeah. I was trying to conceptualize, like... How do I put it? I had 3 ideas for the quote-unquote pilots that I wanted to write, and it was Orange Cassidy, who is a guy who just doesn't care very much at all, except when he does care an awful lot, and I put him as Memorial Foundation. I had notes about this. I was rambling about it to myself in a thread in a different server.
Yeah.
And I need to quote myself properly, or else I'm going to misconstrue what I'm saying.
No, for sure.
It's easier to just pull it up on actual Discord.
Yes, you can do this thing.
I can. We need Prince Sam to play.
We do. We have Chips is saving up channel points for it, so
We can do it. We can do it.
With that said, I think he first has to play Danganronpa and then Celeste
Fuck.
we have two
It's
other
never gonna
people
happen.
Wait, I changed my
Hello?
back. I changed my mind. I'm back because I love you.
Yay!
okay,
I'm
hello.
talking
We
about
love you too.
wrestling.
That's awesome. I don't know how long I'll stay.
Cool.
Right now I'm just smoking weed to get to sleep.
That's fire.
Holy fucking shit.
So there were two factions in like 2022 AEW, which was a part that
Sorry, look at my street. Look at my camera.
You've got a little kitty cat.
oh my god, a cat.
Beautiful
Hi,
girl.
baby wants Smoko.
Baby does not need Smoko.
Baby doesn't need
I get the
Smoko, but
other
baby
baby.
wants Smoko.
I think she just wants to be outside with Mama.
Oh.
What are you doing, Bubsy? This fucking cat, bro.
Oh, baby. I could probably end stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.